There we go. What the hell was that? I did some weird update and all my settings are gone. Sheesh, I think we're up and running now. Yeah, I know, there's no audio. Oh, it's not 420. Hold on. Wrong one. Let's finish the year off with a mess. I can't even check my audio. It might be overmodulating. I don't even know. Hold on. Good morning. Let's see here. I guess y'all can hear me now. I'm going to work on my song one more time, and I'll get it done out of your hair. I promise I'll be done after this. We wrote a song, because we're going back to Point Pleasant, we wrote a song for the councilman that embarrassed his town by shoving his gut in our face. So we wrote a song about him. I hope you like it. I want to get this over with, get it out of the way. We have a couple of guests coming in today. Chris is coming by. He's bringing a friend. What is that? What is that? Oh, jeez. Probably got some feedback going on here. What a mess. I am not set up in the studio yet. I just am not set up here yet, man. Oh, I hear a lot of echoing. Alright, there's a lot of stuff going on here. It's not good. Alright, that's got to go. That's got to end right now. Can't have that. Yeah, hold on. That's ridiculous. That's no. Okay, that actually did not fix the problem. That actually did not fix the problem. I don't know what happened there, but that did not fix the problem. I hear an echo. Why do I hear it? Oh, boy. You gotta be kidding me. I don't know if you can hear it. I can hear it. Something's feeding back, and it's probably my, I think it's this computer. It could be this computer. Oh, jeez. I know what it is. All right. I gotta... Hold on. I think I have to unplug this. Plug this. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Watch Lefty freak out on the last show of the year. This is great. This is good stuff. Enjoy this. Enjoy this. All right, let's try that. Did that hit? No, it's still there. It's nope. Nope, it's still there. I still hear the echo. It's an echo going through my speaker here. Oh, jeez. Can you guys hear that? I can hear it really loud here. Hold on, let me try this. No, that makes it go away. How's that? No, that's even worse. How's that? How's that? There it is. No, it's not. God. Wow, what a mess. this. See if this helps. I don't know. I'm hearing some echo here. Can anybody help me? Hey guys. It stopped, right? I still hear it here though. Something's echoing here. And I can't figure out what it is. Could be headphones. Yeah. You hear that? I just don't know what that is. Alright, let me get this song out of the way, even with the echo. Maybe the echo will help me. Alright, this is a song from My Gut. It's called My Gut. Let's see, let me get my audio here. I know you love this song. I'm going to ruin it for you. I don't know what's going to be worse, my voice or the echo. I've got my gut spilling over my pants. It jiggles for a while after I finish my dance. But I guess you'd say, what could make me dress this way? My gut, talking about my gut, my gut. I eat so much candy that the bees envy me. I've got a sweeter tooth than a hippie hugging tree. Well, I guess you'd say, what can make me dress this way? My gut, talking about my gut, my gut. And this is where I'm supposed to do my belly button solo. I wear an undersized shirt from a Giants game. I've got all the best candy maybe one man can claim. Well, I guess you'd say, what can make me dress this way? My gut, talking about my gut. My belly button looks like an eyeball. At the council meeting I will show it to you all. My belly button is a deep black hole. Past the candy and the jelly rolls. Hello.
Hi, Lefty.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Lefty, I have a request. Actually, I'm gonna be out from Jersey for a couple of days, so I'm not gonna be able to give you the rent by Saturday. Is that fine with you?
No. Can I pick it up today?
To be honest with you, I cannot make it today. That's why I called you ahead because I'm never late. And this time I have some kind of small problem going on, so I'm going to fix that. But is there any way I can give you like $30-$40 late fees? I don't mind.
Well, yeah. Okay. Because I'm doing a podcast right now, so I really can't talk. But yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We'll talk about it later.
No, because I'm not gonna be able to answer my phone because I'm taking a flight later on. So Saturday, not this Saturday. I mean the following Saturday, I will give you the money. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, it's gonna be I think 7 or 8. It's just gonna be like 2-3 days late. I'll give you like $30
Well, yeah, no. The rent is due on the 1st.
No, it's between first and fifth. I always pay you between first and fifth. You know that, but it's gonna be 2 days late this time because I have something going on. That's why I wanna tell you ahead because I don't like to pay rent late. You know that I've been always paying my rent on time. You know, so this is the only time I'm getting a problem. That's why I wanna let you ahead.
Well, no, actually, the rent is due on the 1st, and you've actually been late, but you've been within the grace period, but you have been late.
Yes, because the New Jersey law, I know that it's between 1 to 5. I can pay you, and you know, I've never been late. So this is the only time I'm gonna be late for like 2-3 days.
Okay. All right. So we'll add the late
Now
fee.
this Saturday, I'll give you next Saturday, and I'll give you $30 extra.
Okay. All right.
All right?
Thanks.
No problem.
Okay. Happy New Year.
Thank you so much.
Hi, you're on the air.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Oh man. Oh, okay. I'll be right there. Okay, Chris is here. Apparently nobody's answering the door for Chris, so hold on. Let me go get the door. And here, I'll give you something to listen to. Jeez. I don't know where that's coming from. This is really bad. There's some severe echo going on. Oh my God. Alright, I don't know if you can all hear this, but I still hear the echo. It's driving me nuts. There's just weird noise going on here. Sorry about that, folks. Come on in. Yeah, come on in. Yeah, come on in. Come on upstairs. I don't know what that noise is. I only hear it in here. What's crazy is I only hear the noise in here now. It's not going out on the air. It's only in here, but you can hear it on the air if I put my mic on. Microphones. It's the headphones. It's the headphones? My headphones? Crazy. Hey, buddy.
What's up? How's it going?
All right. I'm trying to figure out this echo here. I got some weird echo going on here.
Some feedback.
Yeah. What's up, my man? How are you?
Man?
Good. How you doing? Good. What's up, man?
Happy New Year.
Hey, I'm Lefty. Nice to meet you. I'm trying to figure out this problem here. They can't hear it on the air, but I hear it in here, and it's really bad.
Maybe the microphone's
I don't know what it is. It's probably this computer has a. I think it's the computer. It's got to be the computer. Let me figure this thing out. I just got, we're actually live. We've been live. I'm just noticing these problems as we're going. And, oh shit. Of course, I left my glasses somewhere. I don't even know where they are. That's even better.
I get that problem too. I lose my glasses. It's like I can't see. It's like the episode of Scooby Doo. What is it? Daphne, Velma? Loses her glasses all the time.
Let me fix this here. I'm sorry, guys. I have to get this fixed. This is ridiculous. And I hate doing this live on the air because everybody's like pointing and laughing right now. Funny.
Look at Lefty.
Look at Lefty struggling. Can't get his shit together. All right, internal speakers. Let's turn that down. Oh, there it is. Had something to do with that computer. Now I hope you can all. Yeah, it seems like everything's working. It's really weird how it just feeds back because there's a speaker in there. Apparently there's a speaker in here, and it's, oh man, that's a new problem. I don't know why that's never happened before. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. What's your name again? I'm sorry.
Thomas.
Thomas.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
What's up, brother?
And who are you? No, I'm just kidding. Jeez. What a
Just some
morning.
random pothead. How about that?
Like this. I can hear you. How's that?
Oh, Mike.
There you go. I can hear you now.
There you go. Got you some coffee, Lefty?
Oh, this one here? Thank you
sir.
so much. Awesome. I can't believe Dunkin' Donuts stopped their dark roast.
Yeah.
Like 2 days ago.
And that's a big one. I'm sure they made a lot of money off the dark roast because I know a lot of people that.
I went there just for the dark roast.
Yeah.
And now I'm not going to go there anymore. I'm going to have to go to Starbucks or some shit.
Yeah.
Very
It's a
upset.
Wawa.
Oh, yeah. Wawa's got good coffee.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
just saw Joanne posted somebody got arrested in a hotel type of situation.
Who did?
A patient, actually.
I'm hearing about patients getting arrested all over again. Here we go.
Yeah, so much for legalization, right?
Yeah, what the hell? I thought we were legalizing pot. So, Ed Fortune says to go to court, go to the court system, and say, "Hey, I thought I voted for this. I voted for this. Why am I being put through the system?" And 2/3 of the people voted for it. So you would figure 2/3 of the juries are going to feel the same way. So you'll never get a jury to convict you.
Yeah, that's another thing. I actually want to do what Weed Man is doing because it makes a lot of sense, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, we look at our, our country's history, and Boston Tea Party, and you got Boston massacres and all this other stuff where big events lead to big changes.
Yeah.
And that's one way to protest and make a big change. Because it's something big. He's now, it's the corporations, us against the corporations again.
Yeah, it's the same old fight. Rich against the poor. They've added racism and sexism now this time around, but it's the same old age-old fight we've been fighting.
Yeah, and then we get labeled as you people.
No, it was actually not. It was worse than that. It was undesirable people or something.
Undesirable people.
Yeah, the wrong type of people.
Yeah.
The chief said the wrong type of people are going to come into our town.
Yeah.
So
Another thing I forgot. I was gonna say
18
something. I was gonna say in that meeting about how that chief said that he went to 8 overdoses and found marijuana in each one of those, and how it could be.
Get up on that, Mike. Yeah, there you go.
He said, what else did he say? It's like a gateway drug.
Yeah, let me find this quote.
And
For my glasses
I was thinking, I'm like, man, we can say that about coffee, right? We can say that about alcohol too. I know, when I used to go out to bars and stuff and did a little bit of drinking, everybody used to, drink, and all of a sudden they're sniffing on white powder, and that's not a gateway drug, right? But yeah, man, it's just upsetting seeing all these patients keep getting arrested, and get their medicine taken and their equipment and stuff. It's not. It doesn't sit right.
Yeah, like Chris just got arrested. Another patient got arrested. It's all over New Jersey. Patients are getting arrested. It's crazy.
Didn't they put a stop to that since we voted for it?
I thought they did. The Attorney General, didn't he put out some kind of a memo again? Or no? He put a lot of he put out a memo and they ignored it. They ignored the last one. They said, "F you, we make money off this." No, we're not doing that.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense though. Why have a card?
Let's see, that was Ringwood, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the chief, he's gone. That chief is gone. He left last month, actually. He got out real quick. He saw the writing on the wall. Chief Walker. That's his name. How do we go back to old dates here? Ringwood. I'll just look up Chief Walker. Chief Walker, marijuana, ignorance. Here we go. Wrong people. Jerry Walker? No.
CC FaceTime video.
Oh, not right now. Maybe later.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find this, guys. Give me a minute. Chief Walker, marijuana.
Can I spark this J over here?
Yeah, please.
Please do.
I wasn't even.
Got a lighter?
Yeah.
I came unprepared, man. I thought I grabbed everything.
Covered with lighter covered in oil. There you go.
Imagine the Jeep. Oh, you brought the tray and everything?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Name trays.
I was gonna bring the Marley tray though.
Chief Walker. Marijuana ban.
Man, new year. A new year, Lefty.
Almost. We're almost there.
I'm excited for next year.
Where is this Chief's quote? Okay, here you go. Chief Walker says, "Duh, even if it's legalized statewide, it's still illegal federally," said Joseph Walker, Ringwood's chief of police, who requested a ban. It attracts the wrong type of people. There's your quote. He said it just like that, too.
Emphasized.
I wonder if he'll take us up on that wheelchair deal you have going on with the town people.
Not one. Not one. I've asked councils. Can you believe that? What a good publicity thing it would be for them to do something like that, but no, they're scared.
Yeah.
They're
Right.
scared to know that
And
we're
you know
right.
what? I would do it with them. I
It's
would
not fair,
grab
man.
my wheelchair that I have.
Show
and
me.
I would go with them.
Show me your town, how accessible your town is.
Yeah.
Especially some of these towns up north, Bergen County, and up in even up by you,
Yeah.
up in Boonton.
Yeah. A lot of grandfathered in.
There's
They need to change that. Even
Yeah.
if you're grandfathered in, it shouldn't matter. You know, it's the
There's
people.
a pizzeria right down the street from me, M&S, and man, I love their pizza, but it doesn't have any wheelchair access.
Where in what town?
Right in Dover.
In Dover.
Right in Dover. And this place has been there since as long as I can remember.
That's right.
And it's like, you know, they have great pizza and everything, but it's just fucked up, you know. Guys like Chris and other people that can't maybe, you know, have worse symptoms and worse pain and stuff like this. It's not fair, man.
Yeah.
And you know, we're paying for this these taxes and all this shit. And
Mm-hmm.
we're just getting a big slap in the face at the end of the day.
Yeah. How about Scutari's office?
Yeah, that's
No.
and he has a lot of stairs and they're pretty steep.
Mhm.
I saw that.
And we pay tax. The people in that town pay taxes for that. So if you're in a wheelchair in Linden, you're paying taxes for an office that you can't get into. That you're paying for. You can't access it.
That's unreal.
Or you have to go ask for access. You have to ask and beg. Say, "Oh, can I have access?" And maybe you'll get your access if you ask nicely. But how do you get your access? You can't even knock on the door. You can't. How do you get up there to even knock on the door?
You can't even talk
I
to
bet
him.
I bet they won't even
Never
answer the
there.
phone either.
They don't get it.
He's never there.
And I was ignorant to a few things, and I saw Justin woke me up to a lot of stuff. Just spending a day with him once, I saw that the struggles he went through.
Yeah.
Where's my ashtray? Oh, I took the ashtray. I got rid of it. That's terrible. And we were fucking around, and he had all of a sudden he had blood all over his hands. I said, "What happened?" He's like, "Oh, I rolled over some glass, and just." Oh, so if you roll over glass, that glass is going to stick to your wheel, and you're going to get it on your hand, and then cut your hand.
Yeah.
Also.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit. Didn't even know that was a problem. But then you think about all the other stuff on the ground, like the poop and the whatever, the gross stuff that you're gonna.
Yeah.
You gotta wear gloves, and you
gotta wear gloves. Yeah.
People don't realize this stuff.
It's rough being in a wheelchair, and even it's tiring even sitting down for that long, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And with me I shattered my pelvis, and L5 I fractured it as well as part of my tailbone. Oof. And sitting down, laying down, it didn't matter. I was hurting, you know. Mm-hmm. Even if I wanted to go to the store, which I probably couldn't because of wheelchair accessibility, and then I would have to, bring somebody with me and help me out. And then, if it was raining, that person would have to get drenched with me and to go anywhere. It's just a big hassle. And then when it becomes a hassle, I don't even want to go out anymore. It's just...
And it's not like the man's 50 years old or 45 or 60 years old where he doesn't have life left. He's still got his whole life to live.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
One of the worst times, but the best for awareness, is during rain. And like one time, I think Michelle was in the wheelchair, and we were in Surf City. It was pouring out, and she couldn't get on this strip mall, this entire strip mall, owned by the mayor, that the mayor owned, that she could not access. So she sat out in the rain, and we all watched her in the rain. I'm like, hi, Michelle, you're out in the rain. Sorry for your luck, but you can't get up here in the dryness because you're in a wheelchair. So sorry. And that was the mayor's strip mall.
That's terrible.
It's like if you have a disability or you can't get out, it's like stay home.
I mean, it's 2020. It's not like it's fucking 1970 or something where people haven't invented this stuff already.
Yeah, figure it out.
Yeah,
kids are born with illnesses to where they can't walk. Multiple sclerosis, all types of shit like that. It's not like he was born with it or people were born with it that get problems and stuff in the future. But figure it out, like you said, man. It's 2020, so it's about to be 2021. We gotta start fucking taking care of the people that can't walk, people that are unable to see. We gotta figure it out,
The last got to be put first because they're putting all these roadblocks in front of people that are sick and suffering and don't have a lot of money. People on disability, we're poor.
Can't go. Can't go to work. Can't work full time. Can't do normal things that people do.
2/3 of bankruptcies are for medical bills.
Oh, tell me about
2/3.
it, yeah, I'm like at least $1 million. So that's pretty much I gotta work for the rest of my life, or pay it back some way, somehow. I pretty much sold my soul at that point, I mean, I'm grateful to be alive and happy, I get to see my son, spend time, and I might be able to, but I'm gonna be working just to pay off my medical bill, which is kind of tough, It's tough, it's rough, but definitely people on disability that collect disability. $800, $850, if that, a month, and then what happens after that? And then you want to go to the dispensary and get prescribed 3 ounces, but you can't even get 3 ounces on the money they give you, or that you get, or anything.
You can't even afford working a full-time job, plus overtime.
Yeah, how are you going to afford? Some people get unlimited amounts of cannabis. If you're terminal, you get unlimited amounts. Who can afford to buy it from the dispensary?
What is the point of giving somebody unlimited when they can't afford it?
Can't afford it and you can't access it. They don't have it to give you.
And they can't even do anything, maybe work something out with an insurance company or anything.
But we still can't grow.
No, Murphy was worried about 18 and 20-year-olds getting arrested. And it's an issue, sure. But why not hold it up for the home grow? So, we got to help the sick and dying people. You're not worried about them, though. You're worried about the kids that are going to get caught up in it. Fine, yes, good, but people that are sick and dying, you want to put them last again?
What do you think people that age are gonna do first? You know, whether alcohol, tobacco, vaping. You know, vaping's the new thing. So I see kids in 5th, 6th grade walking around in our town smoking cigarettes. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these kids? They don't get it. You know, but that's the trend that they're gonna follow. Alcohol, vaping, you know, cigarettes, tobacco. It's all gonna come before marijuana when they're at that age, because they're just around it and it's easier to get than marijuana. I remember when I was 18, 16, it was like I only had two people I could go around just to get some marijuana or weed, you know what I mean? Just to smoke anything.
Thank you,
These kids nowadays, they just want to get drunk, smoke
That,
cigarettes,
that's the thing too, you know. They're worried about marijuana.
pop pills, take acid. Acid's a big one. Acid's a big one on the young kids.
These towns worry about, you know, how we are going to promote. I guess they like to use promote or commercials for marijuana, but I've said this before. We have alcohol companies sponsoring our sports, and kids love sports, basketball, football. You know,
Doesn't paint a good picture.
even now MMA. You know, they have
Love
their alcohol or their sponsors. Even boxing for a long time too. I think it was tequila or something.
Hard alcohol,
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
that'll kill you.
Yeah, you know.
Kill you quick.
And they're worried about,
Not the
you know,
cheap shit, right?
marijuana being promoted and stuff like that. There's just a lot of ignorance and a lot of
It's a lot of
I guess,
waking up.
you know,
People gotta do.
it's just, I don't know. They can't turn that page for some reason.
Yeah, like these towns we're going back to. We've been going back to all these towns that ban medical cannabis, and they're just like, they got hit with the 2/3 population voting for recreational. They're just like a deer in the headlights now. All these towns are just like, what did we do?
Yeah.
What did we do?
And you know what? We
Yeah.
told them it was coming too.
But
We told them
the
it
thing
was
is,
coming.
they're not looking at it. You know, they're not looking at the ordinances and all that. There's new mayors coming in.
Yeah, new council.
They have no fucking idea what the hell is set in place in their town. They don't know fucking left from right.
They don't even know.
No, yeah, that one. Well, the recent one we went to, they didn't have no idea what bill. It was in 2018.
I
They
think
had
they
no.
lied. I think
they
they
had no-
knew.
yeah,
I think that because they were the same ones, I believe. I don't think there were new councils.
Yeah,
And
it
that
was,
one.
She's like, what?
It was
what,
weird.
What ordinance number?
They don't know what to do. They're just like, duh,
You
duh.
know what? We should look that up in
That's so
2018. Yeah, they're like, do you know about this? And start asking other people, and
They're
everybody's
playing
like,
dumb.
"No."
They're really, literally playing dumb.
And you know what the
It's
crazy
all
part
public
is?
records, though. You can pull it right up.
Yes,
So,
easily.
You read
I'm sure
them.
they got people there.
And then I read them the ordinance. They were just
Yeah.
like, oh shit. they
But
just
then
got
after
ordinance.
after a little bit, they were like, "Oh yeah, that was made in 18 because it has an 18 at the end." So they knew what
It's
it
still-
was.
It's still active.
You know?
It's still active.
Oh man, it's just how. And you're for the people. You're for your town. You care for your town.
Stigma free. I
Yeah,
love that one.
yeah. That one.
That's a good one.
I mean, I don't even know why they even put
They said it
that
in
thing
bold.
up about stigma free when they had their old chief talk the way he. You know, how can you?
How does the new chief feel? Does he feel the same way about
I
these
wonder.
people?
I wonder.
2/3 of your population, are they all like undesirable?
The terriblest thing about it is that these people, they have all this power and authority, and they say things that they don't realize can be brought up again.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like they're a regular person.
Yeah, what are we going to forget? You victimized us.
Yeah.
You victimized a group
Yeah.
of people that are suffering already, and you're going to victimize and then forget about your victimizers?
Yeah.
We didn't forget. Hey, we didn't forget. Don't worry. I'll be back.
The perfect example was Jamie when she was talking about with the noise complaints
Oh.
and she, I guess the mayor put a quote up on the page and that was great. That was great, you know. That was great. Just a little homework and you know, you can get them.
She's all for it. That's right. The mayor's all for it.
You know? All for the people.
For the people. Oh man, medical cannabis. I'm all for it. Yeah.
Just not in my town.
Yeah.
Man.
Want to stop Big Pharma from polluting? Yeah, I'm all for it. Okay.
Yeah. As long as their pockets are getting fat.
And she hit a nerve with a couple of them.
Oh yeah.
I want to go back there.
Yeah.
Because there's something there.
Yeah.
There's something
Who's
there.
filling your pockets? And they all looked at each other, huh? Did you get paid? Did I get Who got paid? Did I get paid?
Yeah. I wonder what
Somebody got paid.
what was said afterwards behind the cameras and after they got off. I wonder how they approach it, because they look nervous.
They should be nervous.
They look very nervous.
They should be.
I'm glad Jamie said it, because I thought it. I thought it, but I didn't say it. But she definitely speaking up. Speak up.
I mean, just in general, the town is going to benefit from these big pharma companies, but there's so much money involved. Remember Boonton? They banned it in Boonton. They were not going to be able to grow it in Boonton, and all of a sudden,
Don't they have a...
just like that, they were growing in Boonton.
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
Not that I have a problem with it, but it just happened really quickly without any...
They've been for like, what, a year or 2 years now?
Yeah.
And
It just
crazy
raises
things, I've
questions.
never even seen that place. And my family's from Boonton. My dad and them, we grew up in Boonton. And I've never, my dad told me about it, but I've never seen it.
I just never heard... I mean, we were there fighting for that, fighting these people that were against it, and all of a sudden we won our fight, but we didn't even know we won.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't even know we won. We're like, hey, we won?
There was
The last I heard, we lost.
There was a teacher there. I think there was
That's
a
crazy.
a psychiatrist or something.
Yeah.
Or a lawyer. Or
Fancy suits, big
Yeah.
briefcase full of shit,
Yeah.
propaganda.
They didn't want it. They didn't want it. They did not want it.
They were confused, those people.
What are they supplying?
Boonton?
Yeah.
Boonton's growing it.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, what are they selling it to? You know what I mean?
Oh,
where's their cannabis?
Phillipsburg. Really nice.
Yeah.
Really good cannabis, actually. I have some here somewhere. Very good.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Nick knows what he's doing out there.
Yeah.
With the grower, the head grower. Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy. He's on top of his game, and he's doing really well. I bought purple something and the candy shelf, the candy store. Oh,
They just recently opened up too, right?
so good. Yeah, I was there like a week after they opened.
Yeah. My
They-
buddy lives like 5 minutes down the street from the dispensary, so I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, it's a nice area.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But once it becomes legal for everyone, people from Pennsylvania will be coming
Yeah.
over.
Fuck. Like how we do them with the fireworks.
Yeah, reversed. Yeah, it's great.
Maybe we can make some sort of trade for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fireworks for
Good
me.
old,
right?
you know,
At the bridge.
good old
At the border.
At the
barter
viaducts.
system over there.
That's actually a really good idea. Is that legal? To barter, to trade? You can't buy it, but you can
No.
barter it.
Yeah, barter.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
It must be nice.
They got to figure out the weed laws.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense, man.
Yeah.
Even for the patients, how many laws do we have? Like 11? 11 or 12?
How many what?
Laws they set in place for us, like on that paper that we got when we first got the card.
Oh, they got there's a 50-page document.
Oh yeah.
Kuma. It's 50
Yeah.
pages. It's huge. It covers a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't cover if you want to give it away in a wager. Like if you want to wager cannabis, that doesn't count as buying or selling or
It's like a
bartering.
donation, right?
That's not even a donation. That's something different. That's gambling. You're gambling
Yeah.
cannabis. They don't address gambling for cannabis. So I think we can legally gamble for cannabis
Yeah.
tomorrow.
That's cool.
We should do that tomorrow. Have a gambling thing for
Yeah, right.
cannabis.
Yeah. That's
Fucking craps
Yeah.
or CeeLo or something.
Yeah. I'll raise you a bud.
Yeah.
Raise you a dab.
Play some
Raise
Texas
the 25,
Hold'em.
right?
I'm all in.
Throw the whole ounce in.
Man, yeah, let's do that. Gambling with cannabis.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Yeah, they don't address that. There's a few things they missed.
Really?
So there's loopholes. I think that's a loophole.
Isn't it like in Washington, like they gift you weed, right?
Gifting
There's a
it's a loophole for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Do we have the same
I feel
loophole?
like they're gonna, patch that up sooner or later. Yeah, but we forgot about
I'm
it.
sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
And
guys.
it's live now,
Yeah.
so.
They might hear it. That's a good idea.
No, definitely. It actually sounds pretty funny, you know?
Be like, what if
A
I go
poker night.
wage?
Another thing at council meetings, what we want to do is they've been giving us a hard time about our addresses. And it wasn't really an issue. It's not an issue, but
I saw somebody made a point about that, and
we don't like giving out our address.
you know what? I thought about it when I went back and saw the video, and I saw there was a comment about it. I'm like, man, why didn't I think about this? Because I usually do think about things like that, but I guess the feeling of talking into these councils, you feel secure or kind of safe. I
mean,
guess.
it is a public record, but it's
but
not like, what's your address?
Yeah.
What's your address, mayor or council person?
Well, that's what we want to do from now on. We're going to get the mayor's address or some council's address and start using the mayor's address when we say our address.
Yeah.
And then when they stop you, they're like, I'm.
That's my address.
That's my address. prove me that's not your address.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
I'm disputing you. I live there.
Yeah.
How dare you?
That's great.
And make it all about that.
Yeah.
Make the whole 5 minutes or 3 minutes that you now get about the address thing.
Yeah.
Dude, there's so many problems. Union, I want to go for a crosswalk access thing. You can't go to the union meeting. You have to tell the clerk what you want to say, and the clerk tells the council.
Union? Oh, wow.
So you have to write a whole chapter of whatever you want to write to the clerk, and hopefully she'll read it in a way that you want it to be read. And
hope that they think about it.
What the hell is that?
That's probably something that has to be taken up somewhere in Trenton or something,
Yeah.
Because that's definitely an issue. Because there's a lot of loopholes and stuff like that. And then if you don't even have to be disabled or anything, an older person that doesn't really know their way around technology having issues, is not. What are you gonna do? You're gonna make them sign up, do the email, change their password, make another password, and then do that for 4 or 5 accounts? Because I have like 4 or 5 accounts already.
I was like, every time I've been on one, it's been like it was Zoom, GoToMeeting. Then we had the phone one. Remember the phone one?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? How many times is this thing gonna change? I would call him and I'm be, Chris, what the fuck is this thing on? Like, and I go to your page. I'm like, oh, okay, it's right here. Zoom meeting, and this one's like, okay, dial this one. And then I'm like, what the fuck? So I have like 4 apps just to have these council meetings, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
Now imagine if you were like not tech savvy or really messed up, sick,
and then add disabilities on that.
I was really surprised. There was one lady on there a couple meetings ago. I don't remember what town it was, but there was a lady that actually spoke, and she looked like she was dealing with some problems herself, and she was older too. And I was like, damn, I felt that because, it took time and it took fucking patience to get on there for her, in reality.
And you can see that, and you really need to see that.
Yeah.
And people want that to be seen. They want to be in a public meeting. They're coming out there, putting themselves out there for a reason. If they don't want to be seen, that's a different story. But people want to go out there and be seen.
People want to be heard. That's what I was saying. Like, I told him, I was like, if we get at least 5 people, 7 people each, because I know a lot of people have the card and stuff.
Nice.
We'd all be.
We put each other on, It's like, all right, get the weed card, man.
Yeah.
Like it's
safe. I've done stuff for Weed Man and stuff like that. Where, I put like stickers on his car.
Oh, New Jersey Weed Man, he's great, ain't he?
Yeah. So, he's fun.
He's having a big party tonight for
I saw
grand opening, selling weed like I'm white in Trenton. I love it. It's great.
I'm in support with that. Definitely.
It's definitely cool, man.
Yeah, man. If they have the right, we have the right.
Yeah, because he's left out. He can't.
I actually spoke with him about what happened. Why he wanted to sue the state and all that. And I told him, I was like, man, go for it. Because fucking everybody's got to hear about this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's happening. Yeah. It's happening. We're just getting fucking royally screwed.
Yeah, he cannot get a license.
Yeah, well, us being patients and stuff like that, we're just getting screwed, man.
Yeah.
Reality,
All over the state.
Yeah, bro.
It's been happening for years.
Getting treated like criminals.
My friend Anthony got arrested for a joint. He had to go through the Summit police over here 4 times. 4
times for a joint.
4 times to court. He had to go. Take his family, miss time from work for a joint. Taxpayer money. His time and money. And over a joint that was legally allowed for him to have. What?
I don't.
Yeah.
Then Anthony in Haddon Heights was arrested for driving while black, and they chained him to a wall for 3 hours.
Wow.
Chained him like an animal to a wall.
That's unreal, man.
And he's a patient, a card-holding patient. They let him
Still
go.
did that.
I think he got his weed back too. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's just embarrassing.
But they
That's
just
the-
they just
that's-
did it to they just did it for the the demoralizing part.
Yeah, that's what I
They
was
just
gonna
wanted
say.
to demoralize.
Yeah.
They just wanted to-
Dehumanize.
Yeah.
What is it?
Dehumanizing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not even right, man.
That's the MO.
And this is still going on, and going into 2021.
That's been the way it's been for years.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
People don't like when I say it, but this country was built on racism
Yeah, it is the truth.
and sexism.
Yeah.
They said all men were created equal, except black people, except women, except the Native Americans, except the disabled. But disabled really, they didn't really have disabled people.
Back in the day.
You were lucky if you had a chair with wheels.
Yeah.
You were lucky, and then
They
you
said
probably
like autism and stuff like started when like the millennial age, like 2000s and stuff like that. That's what they said. I don't know because that's like gay people back in the day. you didn't really hear of it.
Yeah.
They were in the closet for sure.
So when I say stuff like that, people get mad at me. We can't talk about the founding father. Well, you know what? I was growing up thinking the founding fathers were wonderful, and Christopher Columbus was wonderful, and and I'm like, then I'm looking back and I'm getting the other stories. I'm like, all this other stuff and information that's coming in. I'm like, wait, but this isn't true. So all the stuff that I learned growing up, I'm 53.
Yeah.
All that shit was just flipped on its head.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute.
That it makes sense.
That's a lot.
Wait
That's
a
a lot
minute.
to take in when everything, it's pretty much your world. Everything you know is just flipped upside down.
Yeah,
Shit's
dude.
constantly changing.
I'm like, wait a minute. George Washington and Jefferson and all these guys had slaves, and they wrote this paper that said we were all equal, but we weren't. And
They were growing
which
weed.
is it?
Growing weed as
They were
well.
growing
yeah.
weed.
Which one?
Outside of the White-
Yeah, they were
outside of the
growing
White
Washington's
House.
weed.
Outside of the White House. That's what
Yeah.
That's what they won't tell you.
And then all the institutional racism and sexism that's been going on and on and on. Back in the 60s, even up until the 60s, you couldn't swim. Black and white people couldn't swim together.
Yeah.
I just saw a thing of Mr. Rogers with the black dude in the pool, in the little wading pool, because back then there was some law somewhere where blacks and whites couldn't swim together. There's still laws on the book in Red Bank, I believe, and Rumson, that says you can't sell your house to a black person on some leases,
On some, yeah.
on some
Yeah,
some
I
paperwork.
read about that recently.
It's still right now today.
Yeah.
We will haunt the house.
Yeah.
It's just
We will
and
know.
these towns that's crazy. I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, these towns go out of their way for weed, and they still can't go for if these towns are going out to hunt people, medical patients, or anybody that smokes cannabis. In reality, is going to compare it to not the racism about not selling your house.
Oh my god.
So but and these little towns are not doing anything about it, like or ordinances, or maybe changing it, or even at a state level, even, like, man,
That'd be a job to do, right?
yeah,
Be the mayor, be a council person or something, just study all the ordinances.
Mhm.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You fucking work for the town.
yeah. I mean, now I'm sure you can probably put a keyword into like an app system or something, and you probably
Well,
pops
they
up a
all
little
got it in the
easier,
system, yeah. But it's probably just like one big file
It's
with a bunch of other files.
Yeah.
It's probably not more advanced than that.
They have laws that are like paperwork, like this high. That there's no way you can read a pile of papers that high.
yeah.
But yet we have laws that are like that.
Somebody typed it up.
Jeez.
Yeah. I was talking to my sister recently, and I was telling her how, man, there's still a lot of older people still that have a seat, a chair, or a position of power. Not a lot of young. I think, young people should start, maybe running for these seats, having a different point of view of everything, everything from social justice and, really much anything, any point of view, you know. We got to get some of these, you know, older people out and maybe try some of the younger, you know. But definitely a lot of people hold their position for too long, and I think that's where the power lies. Being in a position for too long, you're able to change a lot of things if you're there for a long time, you know.
If you want to. If you don't want to.
I'm sure if the money is right, you know.
Some of these guys are scary.
Yeah.
In there for all these years. But you know who surprised me was Cardinale. Senator Cardinale has been against cannabis forever. And as soon as the people voted, he became in favor of home grow because he says, well, if you're going to legalize it, why are you going to make it illegal to grow it? It makes no sense. So that's like kind of a libertarian point of view.
It's kind of backwards.
But the Republicans are actually on our side for the home grow over the Democrats, which is crazy. I never thought that would happen. But these guys take their job seriously, I guess. Cardinale, all these. Jim Miller couldn't stand him for years. Back for years. And now he's our champion for home grow.
Now he flipped.
He just, because the people voted, he takes his job seriously. He's going to implement what the people want, and which
He wants
is
to get paid.
and he wants to get paid, keep his job, and
Yeah, man.
Not only that, but I mean, when you're in a position like that, and I think if you turn over and you admit that you were wrong, maybe, or you know, you do things to, you know, be like, listen, that
the
I
will
was
of the
wrong.
people.
You know, that says a lot. Even if he is still against it, but he's still listening to the people. You know, that's something I admire. I take
like
that.
that.
I'm like, it's big. Because it's even hard for a person that's not in power or something to, you know, like, damn, I was wrong. You know, like it's kind of, you know, a lot of people don't like admitting it, but
like in Garfield.
yeah,
That's what the mayor said. He's like, I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong, and I need more education about cannabis. There's a stigma on it. He agreed. So that's where we're going tomorrow, to Garfield. We're psyched about that.
Yeah,
That's gonna be big.
that's good. That's good.
You know, just tell our stories to the new council that's there and ask them to reconsider this horrible ordinance that hurts people, hurts
It's
patients.
gonna help other people too.
Right.
It's not just gonna only help us. You know, it's fucking terrifying, man. You're driving around with fucking weed on you, or, you know, cannabis, whatever. Your grinder, your papers, your filters. You know what I mean? Just your stuff, man. Your everyday stuff, and you're driving around worried about getting arrested for your medicine, which you have a legal card to carry.
Yeah, it's a two-pronged effect because it affects the council, and then the police chief is also there at these meetings, and he hears this, and he's like, you know, make sure our guys are up to speed on the cannabis laws now.
And they're not pulling you over because they could smell weed. They're pulling you over, you know, they can't smell weed. You're driving past them. They're pulling you over because you got tints or something, or you looked at them, or you might have went like this, or you have a hat on, or, you know, you just look up to no good, like you have facial hair, you have a beard, you know, it's like...
Even if you have your hoodie on.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big one.
I was in my girlfriend's car. We were going to the mall and stuff. We made a right to go into Target. And then she's like, oh, no, I'm not going to go to Target no more. I'll just go to ShopRite. Because I told her I wasn't going to go inside. I was tired. My back was hurt and stuff. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to go to ShopRite. Because she only needs good deodorant. So I was like, all right, whatever. So she made a U-turn in the mall. Like, she went in and made a whole U-turn. Like, 2 lights. Like, up by Miller's Ale House.
Okay.
So the cop pulls us over. And he was flying behind her the whole time. Like, I didn't notice. You know, I wasn't checking in her mirrors. But I'm inside. I'm in the passenger seat. He pulls her out the car and goes, is there anything in the car we should know about? And she's like, no, you can search the car right now. And I'm sitting in the car. I didn't even know this was going on. Took her out the car. I'm like, thank God I didn't have nothing on me, but it was just like premeditated, you know? And then she told him, like, we're going to ShopRite. So the dude actually, like, followed us, but not, like, all the way there. Like, he went a whole different route and, like, pulled up at ShopRite. When we're, like, I was sitting in the car, she went in, coming out, he pulled up and drove past. You know, I was like, what the fuck, man? You know, and I didn't even smoke, I didn't smell like weed, nothing. Like, it's just premeditated, that's all it is.
Yeah, never let the cops in your private. Never agree to anything.
Mm-mm.
No, never, because somebody could have left something in your car that you don't even know about.
Yeah.
That's what happens to people.
That's why I don't like putting people.
And you
in
say,
my
yeah,
car,
go
you know?
search my car, and then they find something that you didn't know was in there, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that was in there.
You gotta know
It doesn't
who you're
matter.
around.
Tell it to the judge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta
You're
know
in
who you're
possession.
around. You know.
Just
what I
say,
mean?
nope, you can't enter my car. Go get a warrant, and then they won't get. They'll
Yeah.
let you go.
Yeah.
They can't do nothing
Yeah.
to you.
They just want you to crack.
They want you to crack. They want to threaten you. Use their
Yeah.
power. Use their. It's.
Yeah. Flex the power. That's what I say.
Those are the bad cops. There's good cops out there that
No, definitely.
just let you go and be like, have a nice day on your way. But there's some cops.
Thank
that
God I haven't had to pull the card out. I haven't. Thank God. You know. I can only imagine. I can only imagine.
Well, it didn't matter for some patients. They
No.
pulled their card out and they still searched them and busted them.
I've pulled out my card twice, and both times they were fine. They were good with it, you know. It was cool. One time I just had a J rolled up and not the container, and he was like,
This is what I
"Do you
care.
have any proof?"
It's from Harmony, so
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I paid $25.
That's actually nice.
It holds like fucking an ounce or something like that.
Wow, yeah, that's sweet.
Well, depending if you push it down, you know what I mean.
I thought that was your coffee for some reason.
No, man, this is what they said, alleged raw marijuana.
Oh, the alleged raw marijuana. Yeah.
No, this is marijuana.
This is marijuana. No, it really is marijuana. I said it like 7 times to make sure they did marijuana. They didn't hear me though.
You can't unmute yourself, right?
I should have.
This is and I brought some hash too. Ooh, look at that.
Oh wow. Yeah, we could do a dab.
Yeah. Oh, I
Put
got some batter.
roll up some of that.
Oh
I
wow.
think it's peanut butter bread.
Oh shit. Really? Oh no. Oh my god. That smells so good. Hold on, I can't even see this. Hold on.
Yeah, that thing. I laughed when I opened that up and smelled it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. It's
That's just
insane.
crazy. Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Yes.
Oh boy. Oh wow, wait, hold on. Our sponsor. Oh my goodness, where's our sponsor? The rest of the show is sponsored by UFCW Local 152. Get your medical cannabis dispensary unionized with UFCW Local 152. Get some benefits, get some insurance, get some wages, get some training. I can't put them there. I'm covering your face. Hold on. Let's see. I'll put UFCW in the corner. How's that? There's your spot. Okay, there's our sponsor. We actually get sponsors.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's a 501c3, so we do take donations for our 501c3 at sativacross.org. Over here. There it is. Okay. What the hell was that? I was getting a dab. this shit. Oh my god, yeah, dude. Wow.
Yeah.
That smells amazing. Here, I have a nice clean dabber. It's really clean. I'll use that.
I bought my Peak, my durable equipment.
Look at this. I can. You know what? Let everyone laugh at my dipper, my dabber. Look at that. I know. Isn't that terrible? It's really embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. I haven't cleaned it in about a month. No, it's more than a month, but it's bad. Nobody wants to hit it. They're like, no, it's good. I'm good, Lefty. That's all right. I'm good. I got my own stuff here. Oh, that's a beauty. Look at that.
Check it out.
Mm.
I want to get
That's just
the
expensive,
pro.
too.
The pro. They got a pro one coming out.
It's
Well,
beauty.
that came out, and it's really
It looks
nice.
like a hot sauce bottle.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I need to get something like that. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I got this glass, and it's actually you lock it, and
Oh,
the
yeah,
water
that's
won't
just
leak
hot.
out.
That's the new one.
Okay.
You know. So, and then if I want to hit it, I just twist it, and it's open.
Okay.
And it will leak. You know. But if I'm gonna travel or whatever, I just lock it up, and I can just put it in my pocket, whatever it is.
That's what's up.
do you have a bathroom? Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a bathroom. No, I'm saying that's a. Do you have a bathroom? Yeah, I have a bathroom. All right, thanks.
Wow.
Go to the bathroom and rip it down.
Yeah.
That's a nice one. How do you clean it though? Is it hard to clean?
I just use alcohol 91% and
Mhm.
just shake it out. And
Mhm.
it's pretty easy.
How do I clean this fucking thing? Please.
I would say,
What do I do with this?
420,
Man.
right?
I usually use rubbing alcohol
Yeah.
and some salt.
And some
You know,
salt.
Yeah.
I got that.
Yeah.
Morley gave me this.
Yeah.
And I haven't cleaned it since, at least since
Man.
we've used it together, probably.
Yeah.
So I don't want to clean it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of sentimental.
It is. Definitely is. I remember hitting that for the first time.
Mhm.
I didn't want to hit it again.
So yeah, we'll clean another one. I got plenty of dirty bongs we can clean. Fuck it. That's funny. Who's on here? Okay. You gotta shit in a plant. You gotta shit in a plant. The shit has a money sign instead of an S. That's funny.
I'm about to put the.
You put the hash work in there, you think?
Nah, you're gonna probably have to roll that up, yeah.
This shit is like rock hard. Wow. You got something to break that with?
Whoa.
Yeah, I got some hash, man. I got some.
Ooh, usually you heat it.
I got some stuff running around.
Is that keef? The pressed keef?
No, that's actual hash.
That's hash.
The dude who sold it to me died. Yeah. No, but he was like, he was a big fucking, I think he passed from COVID.
This past year.
Yeah, but he had some problems too, you know? So, but the dude, man, he was that guy.
Yeah.
Lots of hash. He was Amsterdam's girl and stuff like that. I don't even know his like name personally. I met him through like somebody in the family, you know? So.
Oh, cool, man. That's wild.
Yeah, but let me know. We can put some of this in the fucking whatever.
Usually you heat it and flake it.
Yeah.
Just hit it?
Yeah, man, it's ready to go. You may pull the carb off, and then you can really, yeah. That thing rips.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's smooth. It's smooth.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
New technology.
That's a nice one. Wow.
I can't dab right now.
Wow.
That was, imagine that. Like that was, we were smoking, I was smoking until I was young, so.
Yeah, so
I couldn't imagine smoking a dab and then going to middle school like that. Let alone 2 months, you know?
I can't imagine doing that and then trying to run a podcast. Wow, what do I do now?
Alright guys, sober.
Okay, shitting in the plant is a grandma's boy quote. The movie Grandma's Boy. No, you gotta shit in a plant. That's a funny movie.
Haven't seen it.
Shirley Jones is in that movie. I can't believe it. She must be like 90.
She look as good as Vera Wang.
She looks really good, actually. Vera Wang.
Vera Wang's like 73. She still looks good.
I think Betty White's hot.
It's in the diet, I think, man.
Okay. This is what I wanted to play before. Can you hear this?
That's what.
I love this one.
Yeah, D. What you doing?
I sure do.
Yay. You're not impressed. That's fucking. That's funny. Of course. Wow.
We don't know what that is.
We don't know what that is. Alleged. Alleged. Alleged marijuana. It's alleged. 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 That's right. My civil rights. All of a sudden, they're worried about civil rights. All of a sudden, I'm like, these people.
That was crazy.
That was really nuts. I didn't expect the pig mask at all.
Yeah.
I didn't either, but I saw him there and I was like, oh, this dude's crazy.
Hey, got the attention, man.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
I was worried that it was going to take away from, your stories. It was funny.
Yeah, no, I liked it though, because he did get their attention and he did piss them off. And what happened after that? We were in like a teleconference, and then that was it, right?
That was it.
Yeah.
They like fucking.
And you know what the most important part about it was, I guess, was it the mayor that said, that pointed out the mask?
That was the mayor, yeah.
She didn't really know if that was allowed.
Right.
So, so it was something they didn't know about.
Yeah.
Well,
so at the same time,
in the future,
now you know,
Right.
and now
You
we
wear a
know,
mask.
that's
right.
we're good, we're okay. It's possible now. I might go out and get a weed mask myself and just,
I like that.
We
should all wear masks now.
so a weed mask,
All
Weed
masks
masks.
and
Weed related.
and nugs.
yeah, nugs, and then
And hands.
maybe we get a joint one, like you know.
I'll show you something. Look what I got.
The Rey Mysterio.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, yeah. I like that. I like that. Now, if we can get like a weed leaf, a green one with like outline of weed or something, then man, I would definitely wear one.
What was that? From the Adam Sandler movie. What was that? Dr. Evil Blob, the teacher. He's a lucha libre wrestler.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
I got this mask because Captain Bayonne runs around Bayonne fixing
okay.
problems.
That's a nice mask.
Yeah.
It's like
It's from Mexico.
It's a legit.
yeah,
It's legit.
yeah. Holy shit, dude.
So
Nice.
I'm calling out Captain Bayonne with this mask because he wears a mask just like this. It's a little different, but when I go to the Bayonne Council meeting, I'm going to wear it.
Yeah.
Is he there? Is he going there?
He's going to hear about it. Because they're going to think I'm Captain Bayonne. And I'm going to draw him out into the crosswalk issue.
That's
Because
great.
in Bayonne, they have a crosswalk issue.
Oh, he doesn't address that.
No, I want him
That's
to.
good.
I want him to. There's a sign that they put up that says crosswalk for pedestrians. You must stop.
The yellow one.
It's in the middle of the street. It's probably a really bad design.
Yeah.
It's probably, could be safer, could be better done with lights and a push button like they have. Some towns have push button that
Yeah.
lights up and
Yeah.
cross.
Yeah.
No, not in Bayonne. So now the signs are gone. Did you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw. I was gonna ask you if they put them back or anything, or have you? No.
No.
Did you even hear back or anything? What is it, like? Are they taking like a stand against?
Are they fucking with you?
Yeah.
In reality, right?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Because other towns have their signs up.
Didn't they even have incidents where people got hit on that road too?
People have died on that
Killed,
road.
right? A couple of them.
Yeah. The high school has no signs anymore. There used to be signs by the high school.
Not even at a high school.
And those signs are expensive.
Yeah.
They're not cheap.
Yeah.
especially in rooms, you know, food for like what, a couple $400, something like that.
So the park happens to have their 3 or 4 signs, which is weird because that's a county thing. So I wonder if the town is taking these signs away for maybe the winter. But what's the protocol for that? Like,
But even in wintertime, even more, it would due to ice, and you have to maintain all, you know.
I mean,
Not
how
even,
hard is it
and
to
even
pick
though
it
they're,
up,
you know,
put it
yeah.
back? How hard is it to pick it up and put it back?
Yeah, well, the thing is, who's taking it? How do you even...
is it the town? Is it
The
people?
town. It has to be,
Has to be the town.
Yeah, it has to be, because nobody's going to run up and take that sign.
Consistently,
You know?
they're all
Yeah.
gone. Consistently.
You try that, you get arrested, right? Or something.
Well, yeah.
Like that.
Like,
You're not gonna
draw
just
lines
walk
on the
away.
road for a crosswalk.
They're looking for those kids who drew the crosswalk.
That
To
blows
make
my
people
mind.
safer, the cops are looking for these kids. In Union. That's why we're going to Union. So they're saying in Union that they can't do that because it's a curve in the road and it's not a place where people should cross. And they said, well, cars have the, you know.
Isn't there a dip in the...
Why don't they put in some speed bumps? Put in some signs saying, hey, it's up ahead, there's a crosswalk.
Yeah.
Like they do everywhere else.
Yeah.
And put in a real crosswalk because
Yeah.
they got children that are scared.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the thing, but these
Yeah,
children,
that's all,
the little kid, 9 years old, writes a letter to the mayor, and the mayor's like, who cares? F you.
yeah. In reality, because why?
Little kid.
Terrible, man. I
So-
saw that.
That's...
So,
That just makes me angry. Like I don't even know what to say to that. Like how do you even like? It's just not even.
don't even address it.
Yeah.
Even
Oh,
that, you
well,
know.
He didn't reply? Okay, we can see that.
Like even a younger kid speaking up. You have a
Yeah.
9-year-old kid speaking up. That's aware
He's
of his
a-
rights
he's a
pretty much,
citizen,
and
yeah.
you know, and the big ups to the parents for letting him speak up and
Yeah.
and say something about it. You know,
Yeah.
and then it just says a lot that an older person, you know, sitting in a position that can change all that and just you know doesn't. If a 9-year-old wrote to me and I can change that and you know make that 9-year-old feel safe, it's just
Something to do.
yeah. I mean, does he have any children or does she have any children? You know, it's like, can you relate?
It's not like he committed a crime. Not like he painted the walkway.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
here.
even then, it, you know,
We're still looking for him?
I have the story here. Someone spray painted a makeshift crosswalk on a busy street in Union County on Thursday morning. Police would like to have a conversation with the person responsible. The wobbly lines were discovered at the intersection of Vauxhall Road and Brookside Drive by Union Township Police on patrol at 8 in the morning, 8:25, which was the first day of school for the town. Oh, the first day of school.
Wow.
Trying to make,
Maybe they were walking to school or waiting for the bus.
trying to make it safer for their friends who were just scared to cross the street.
instead of the cop passing by, maybe have a cop sit there and see at least.
If they had the machine, if they had the machine to do it, I don't think the town would even notice.
Yeah, they need some speed bumps. So here,
Yeah.
it says,
Wobbly lines.
oh, here we go. If by chance the spray painter reads this, please call our traffic bureau so we can discuss this. Police wrote in a Facebook post, calling it an act of criminal mischief. Police warned residents that a phony crosswalk should not be used because the intersection is located on a curve with a grade, making it unsafe to cross. Pedestrians in the area are asked to cross at the intersection of Vauxhall Road and Salem Road, which is a quarter of a mile down that way.
Oh, shit.
So you're asking people in wheelchairs and old ladies with canes to go that way. Instead of just crossing the street. Well, you should be able. You have a Fifth Amendment right to travel freely.
Yeah.
We have a right to walk.
If the police officer was on the side of the road, I bet you he'd cross the street.
Yeah.
They're saying the cars have more rights than people now.
So if
What?
the cop parks his car on the opposite side and is standing where those kids have to cross,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna tell the police officer, no, you gotta walk down to that corner where it's safe. No, I bet you he'd go right across the street.
Ridiculous.
Man.
And going to this meeting, we can't even tell our stories.
Yeah, you can't express how you feel at that.
I can't even express how mad I am about this because you have to give it to the clerk. You give your poem or whatever you want to. Oh, I should write a poem. Ooh, I'm gonna write a poem. I'm gonna write a poem. You can all help me. All right.
At the bottom, draw a wobbly crosswalk at the bottom of the poem.
Oh, this is great. Yeah, I'm gonna write a poem.
In the squiggly lines.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Squiggly lines. Man, that's nice. That's a good one, man. That's a good one.
Squiggly lines. By Lefty Grimes.
Oh, that's great.
It already starts.
It's got a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is something they can't, pass up.
Something about the kids were scared to cross the street. I'll just write some stuff down. I'll work on it later. Let's see.
First day of school.
Yeah, first day of school.
The girls, the blue lines, man.
This is funny as hell. They have to look at that for real.
That's upsetting, man. That's another thing about, that's another different type of approach that we have to go to these town meetings.
Let's see. First day of school. I'm trying to find something that rhymes with street. So it would be feet,
Discreet.
discreet. Oh, discreet might be good.
Neat.
Ooh, neat or neat works too.
Sorry, my lines aren't neat.
Ooh.
I tried to be discreet.
Oh, yes.
I wake up at 6 in the morning to beat the police.
Oh man.
Wait, what was that other one? Well, discreet and neat. Oh, I tried to be neat. I tried to be discreet. Right? I think
Yeah.
I'll have to back it up and look. But you tried to be neat. Tried to be discreet. And we have the word beat here, but have beat the police. Gotta flip that around somehow. And I don't want to take credit for this either. I don't want to say I did this shit. No, I didn't do this. I didn't do it, man. I didn't even know about it till after it was done. I didn't even know about it till recently. This is like a year old. This happened last September. September. Yeah, this is a year old.
Did they remove the lines?
You know what? I know back there, it looks like they did some work. Almost like they're going to do a curb cut out there. So maybe they'll have some answers from the union people. Maybe they're coming around and they're realizing they got to do something about that.
See, but that's something that can be so quickly resolved by a simple Zoom meeting or telephone thing. Or, you know?
Not in union though. You can't go to a union council
When's the
meeting.
next time we will receive something back from them,
Yeah, we have to talk about that because they can't deny you to see you and hear you. That's what they're doing. It's messed up. Oops. Buta roll up some rude boy and some gorilla mints. Okay, did I say that right? Yeah, like when we tell the clerk to say stuff, we have to tell her how to say it too. Like, do we want an accent? What if
your hands up?
Yeah, when do you throw your hands up? Yeah, throw your hands up. Pointing at the cat. Point at the mayor. Point at the mayor. Point at the council. I want all that in there. We're writing out. Yeah, point. Here, wait.
Don't forget about it.
Yeah, wait. Point. Hands in the air. Hold on. Hands in the air. And she's gonna read that.
Waving around.
Hands in the air. No. I mean, clerk. You put your hands in the air. And then she's gonna read that. I'm like, no. Don't read this. Just do it. Put your hands and point at the mayor. I'm trying to get my point across to the mayor. Please point at the mayor and don't read this. Just do it. Just point at the mayor. And I'm gonna put those instructions in there because it's ridiculous. It's stupid. I'm gonna make it stupid. I'll make it as stupid as you are. This makes me crazy. This shit. Okay, hands in the air. Point at the mayor. Oh, this is too funny. Hands in air. What was the other one?
Um,
We're just gonna riff here and just figure it out, and we'll work on this. This is, we have a week or two to do this, so this is great.
yeah.
Oh, man.
But that's just.
Yeah.
Can we actually do something about that? Like maybe, try to figure out where can we, make this actually, because it's a pain in the neck, man. Having 4 different apps,
Yeah, I don't see why they're all not on the same system.
and then sometimes even when you're waiting, they kick you out, and then you have to redo the process again.
They all use Zoom. They have to.
No, they don't. They use other programs.
Yeah.
They have like 2 other programs they use, I think, that I've found.
Yeah.
Plus just phone calls only.
Yeah, like
Just phone.
7448.
One of those. Yeah, they give you a phone only, and then they give you a nothing. Go after yourself.
Yeah, or just write a letter.
Give me a letter. All right, we're gonna give you a poem and instructions to read the poem, how to read it, and
Hand signals.
yeah, don't
Deep
miss
sighs.
Miss Clerk. Please don't read this. I just want you to sigh right now. No, please don't read this though. Stop reading this and just do
Instead
it.
of a sigh, I wonder if you'll get a laugh. I would love to hear that. Like, I wonder if I could at least hear it.
Sigh.
I will be crying if she reads this with no emotion. Just goes through it. Just whatever it is, just reads it. Just right through it.
No, not,
Oh my goodness.
I would love to hear that.
This is great.
Oh,
This is
man.
great. This is like so stupid that I'm all about it.
But it's something like, it's something that, you're making me jump through obstacles. So, let's make this easier for me and you. But at least get on Zoom or one of the other platforms. At least, or even the phone call one that which is weird.
that was weird. Phone call number 7.
And you didn't even know what phone call number you were.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm caller 9. Hi. How you?
So weird. I wrote down sigh for the children. Sigh for the children, please. Don't read that though. Just sigh. Don't.
We want to make sure there's emotion in there, so
Yeah, I need to add emotion to this while I'm saying this, so please do that.
Yes.
I'd appreciate the emotional. And she's just gonna read all this, and it's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Man.
Oh my goodness.
I would love to hear her reading it.
They don't take
great.
record that, do they?
Well, I'm gonna record it. I don't care what they do. We'll set the narrative. These people, this is your government, man. I know people are watching this. This is your government that's doing this. Your government, you pay taxes for this stuff, and this is what we have to go through, jumping through hoops just to speak to our own government. We have to write poems and give instructions on how to act and cry and do stuff and sigh. And
What if you have a disability and you can't really write? Like you have to have somebody else write something for you, or what are you going to do? You can't even do a recording at least, like a voice recording or something.
Unbelievable. Alright, what we got so far? So I got, the kid was scared, the kids were scared to cross the street. First day of school, tried to be discreet. Tried to make the lines real neat. And when the police came, we beat our feet. I'm like, did I get that? We put beat and feet in there. Because then
That's what it was?
Because neat, discreet, street, and then beat, and then we got feet. I'll fit that all up. Yeah, beat your feet. Police came, we beat our feet. We'll just work on it. I'll work on it. I'll put this up. We can all work on it. You know what? I'll put it up for everyone to work on. We can all work on mine, and then we'll work on someone else's. You should probably do the same thing.
I think I'm about to. I'm gonna work on something. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be very with the hand motions. Maybe get him to do the YMCA.
Oh man.
No, man, but that's ridiculous.
Wow.
That's something.
That is crazy. All right, so I have tried to be discreet, and then hands in the air, point at the mayor, sigh for the children. Okay. And then cry if you can. Put that in there in parentheses.
Just curious.
And don't read this, just cry. Just stop reading this and just cry. No,
Please,
stop
this is very
reading
crucial.
this.
This is a very
This is the
crucial
important part. Stop reading. Stop. 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 Stop reading. Stop.
Stop laughing now, please.
Now stop laughing and cry. Cry for the children.
Man,
That you're making scared. You're terrified. Cry for the children that you're terrified. That's what I'm going to write. I'm going to make jokes and I'm going to get serious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just to cry for the children that you're terrified in your town across the street because you guys have done nothing. And please read that.
Yeah.
Read that real loud. Read that real loud and point at the mayor.
Yeah, that's when you point at the mayor. That's when you point at the mayor.
Yeah,
Continuously
we got
pointing.
this. We got this, bro.
Man.
This makes me mad. This is how we have to address these
And
councils.
he didn't even respond or anything. That's even a big part, you know. That's his job, you know, to respond at least to the parents.
Shocking. I think I'm going to be a fan of Quick Check Coffee. I'm so upset Dunkin' Donuts gave up the dark roast. I don't know what to do now. I'm lost.
Yeah.
I need to add espresso to my coffee now or something because it's not.
Not enough.
I'm spoiled. I need dark roast. Black dark roast, and that's it. That's it. I'm just hardcore.
That's weird. I wonder why they shortage.
Is there a dark coffee being shorted?
Yeah, I don't. You know,
Something we don't know about going on.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, the Dunkin' Donuts over here at Livingston Mall closed. Like
Really?
they're gone. All their stuff, it's gone. Everything's gone. They emptied the store.
Yeah.
A lot of stores at the mall are closed.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a lot. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, because nobody can go out to the store. Everything's online shopping. Man.
Yeah. They got a lot of overheads.
Yeah.
Everything's Amazon.
But to discontinue dark roast, that's not good.
Yeah. I wonder really, you know, what's
I'm
up
sure
with
they
that.
pissed off a lot of people.
Was it because it was unpopular, or is it
No,
because
no,
there's a
very-
shortage? Because I know a lot of
It's
people
gotta
that
be
like
very
their dark
popular.
roast, you know. That's something to consider. So
How
makes
do
me curious.
we do an Oprah request for dark roast?
I wonder.
What was the other Oprah request I had to do? Shoot, it was for. I was for the squiggly lines. Was that it? I did an Oprah request for this already. How many accidents happened over there? Did I get that back yet? I did send an Oprah request in for that. Let's see. Check my mail. They're probably closed though. A lot of these places are closed for the week.
Yeah.
No, I got DD perks. I don't want any perks anymore. I'm done. I'm going to Starbucks. I hate Starbucks. Nothing. No, I was going to do an Oprah request for something we were talking about before. I should have wrote it down.
Yeah. Try to keep a notebook on it every now and then.
Look this here. That's why where I can write it in my notes here. I'm not used to that yet.
I usually, when I have to write notes, I have to put it out in the open, you know, just because when I stumble on it,
Yeah, that's what it is.
Because if I put it in my phone or anything, it's not in my face, you know. I'm not walking by. Oh shit, you know.
Yeah,
It's not,
I think I'm the same way. I need to have some old paper in front of me, and
yeah.
I can add to it real quick. Put a note, circle something. I don't know. I could do that out here too, but that's what I'm used to.
Anybody nothing else to distract you?
I think we'll make a phone call too.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Phone calls today?
Let's see. No, I didn't plan on even doing much today. I'm just glad you guys came over and just smoked me.
Yeah, no, man.
I talked about these issues. Some of these issues affect all of us.
Yeah, but I wanted to bring some more of, people my age around. Maybe,
We need younger people. Old guys like me, we can't do this anymore. Our generation failed. Our generation sucks.
I wouldn't say.
They're not helping, right? They're not helping.
I think it's just part. I think you guys did a lot, back in the '90s and stuff, and I think it's just like part of like evolving. Everything evolved, so like, it's just kind of now we have to use new ways, like the mass and stuff like that. Social media, a lot of social media and stuff. It's different. So I think with a little bit of the younger people and then get with the right older people that have been in the game, and maybe we can mix it up, have come together and then probably really make a change then, have new ideas with some old ideas and stuff like that. I think that's very big, especially coming out of the weed closet. Everybody's scared to get arrested for showing a little bit of weed, and especially if you have a medical card. It's like you have your rights.
Why hide it? Why hide it?
Flex your rights.
That's
Everybody's worried about their rights being taken, but they flex them before they really take them from you.
There's a lot of in the closet patients.
And they lived in fear for all these years. Even patients live in fear, and I live in fear. Even as a patient, I've seen other patients get arrested, and I live in fear all the time.
That's what I say, like at least for my generation, it's they've seen parents, uncles, and get locked up for weed, and it's just and it becomes it scares the son, the nephew, because they're affected by it, because their loved ones they went to jail. So it's that's part of the weed closet. That's why it's like a generation of weed closet. But hopefully, I can we can bring some more. I want more people to come out and speak up, tell your story at least. It doesn't have to be nothing crazy. Just what you went through. To become patient. The hoops, the obstacles, how did it go for you? Have you been fucked with by the police, since you became patient? And how has being on a program helped you? And where can the program be better, especially? That's the main one. How can the program be better? We all have different opinion and thoughts, and everybody deserves to be heard. Because that's the only way we're going to make a change. Everybody getting together and making these changes doesn't only have to be about weed, cannabis, or anything, Speak up.
5 minutes?
Yeah.
Say what you want, 2 minutes. Say what you gotta say for 2 minutes. That's 2 minutes to help somebody else.
We are going back to Hawthorne, Lyndhurst, Midland Park. I'm not sure if we're going back to Palisades Park or not. I don't know. They cut us off in Palisades Park. Did they cut you off too in Palisades Park?
Yeah. Was it Palisades Park?
Yeah,
Jamie said.
We got to go back there because they cut us. They just cut the whole meeting.
Can you actually play that? Do you have that?
Maybe.
Because they were like trying to close it up real quick, and then I raised my hand because I was like, I'm raising my hand now because something triggered them, and I was like, you know what?
Nope, they just cut the meeting off. That was it. So we got to go back to Palisades Park. That town.
They were fucked up.
So, Summit. I think we're done with Summit because they're not. They didn't ban medical. They're just ignorant. But they do have a problem with their big pharma place over there. We like to measure their output.
Yep.
Ringwood, Woodcliff Lake. Oh, great. Chatham. Old Bridge, Emerson. No, we're done with Emerson. Garfield tomorrow. Hazlitt will be fun. That'll be a good one, Hazlitt. The last time we were in Hazlitt, I think I yelled at the guy.
Take a smell of this.
I did. I yelled at the mayor. I called him all kinds of names. And then they didn't hit the red button, so I sat down awkwardly and just sat there with a mean look on my face, looking at the mayor. And it just it was very awkward at that point because I just yelled at him really bad, and it was just I said, usually you get escorted out at that point. They escort you out, but no, I just sat there, awkwardly silent. That was great. Oh man, yeah, Hazlitt will be fun because I'm going to go there and just tell my story and be nice and appeal to these people that are on this council. See if
I'm definitely ordering myself a mask though, or maybe some funky glasses or something, weed glasses.
I think that's the thing now. I think you either wear something crazy,
catch their attention.
Piss them off a little, right?
Open
yeah.
Oh.
Play with them. Play with them. Or we play with us.
Not even just to get their attention, and then after that, they'll definitely hear you.
A piece just fell out.
It's all good. Some Mac. It smells pretty good.
Wow. That's. Whew. What is that called?
Mac?
Oh, that's it, Mac?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, I've had a Dirty Mac. What's that? Have you ever had that one?
No.
Had seeds. Someone had seeds for that. I think for
Really?
a while. I think Anthony had seeds for that for the longest time.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I want to get my hands on some indica seeds. I would like some indica seeds.
Yeah.
I'm big into the indica.
Oh, here, let me get this mic over by you somehow. Yeah,
No,
put it
it's
out of
all
your way, but I just want to hear you better. There we go. This mic. Yeah, I can hear you better now.
Yeah, some indica, man. Some indica seeds. I'm into the indica, especially for the pain and all that.
Thank you.
Even at nighttime, I can't sleep sometimes, and man, you smoke some of the indica and you're good, you relax, mellow. You just man, I wake up so good the next morning sometimes. Good day. But recently, the cold, man. I don't know what it is, but
It's very hurtful.
yes.
Every part of me hurts.
And I don't know if it's because you have a metal implant.
A couple.
Yeah.
A few.
Yes, and I don't know if it's because the metal gets cold or what is it, because it's like inside.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah.
It's cold. That's why I got that heater right there. I put my back right by that heater because I have metal in my back, metal in my neck, and my shoulder was just redone. And now I'm getting my thumb. Well, I have pain in my arms because I got into an accident on July 4th. I got rear-ended, so I got whiplash from that. And I just had surgery the year before, so it was not good to have surgery a year later, have whiplash. So now all the neuropathy I used to not have from after the surgery, it went away. Now it's all back. It's all in here. It started with my finger being numb. Recently, it just started again, my finger being numb. And then just the whole arm hurt. It's crazy. And then I get all these weird neuropathies.
Nerve pain is the worst.
Nerve pain just in my eye or my head or my ear. Ringing in my ears. Weird stuff. That's like, oh
Yeah.
man.
Yes, definitely.
So you're a spiny too. We're all spinies pretty much.
Yeah. It's
And I got chronic Lyme.
Chronic Lyme. Oh, congratulations. Yeah, welcome to the program, the failed program of, I always welcome patients.
I've been.
Welcome to
I've been. But it sucks, man.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, I've had it for like 11 years or something like that. But
And it helps you though.
yeah, I woke up and I had like a little red target, like looked like somebody hit a golf ball on my back.
Oh shit.
I got bit by a tick and shit. And maybe like 3 or 4 days later, I ended up to like a 6-inch target on my back, like a huge target. And
Damn.
then I took a bunch of amoxicillin and shit like that. Like my nose was red from that shit. Taking it, it sucked, Taking pills.
Damn.
And then eventually, it went away in my bloodstream, and then ended up coming back like several years. Like, once, it happened twice, happened 3 times. And like still then, I deal with lots of like random inflammation, depression, tiredness, anxiety, everything you could think of. Just random weird. Like I went out deep sea fishing, and I was leaning up against the railing, and my fucking whole like thigh is like numb, like still till this day, like can't even feel it. So it's just random, random shit like that. It's weird.
Wow.
It's weird, man.
And then it goes away for a while.
I mean, it's like, it comes and goes, but it's always
right.
there. It's always there.
It's always there, but
it
flares
there.
up.
Yeah, random times. I can't even work out or nothing. It's like weird. But it's like all bacteria is what it is. Mainly getting into your main joints, your abdomen, your back, my fucking groin, my ankles, everything, my neck. My neck started cracking, like weird shit.
Man.
I want to try that thing that Jamie talks about, the little rolling pad thing.
That looks really good.
Yeah, you know what?
I'll be surprised what, in 20 years,
It's like it hits like I guess key points in your back or
A
something.
lot of people, it turns to like, what is it? I'm trying to fucking remember. Fibromyalgia.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Lupus, you know what I mean? It could be bad. A lot of people.
That's like sometimes you can't really see.
Yeah, some people, are fucking paralyzed and stuff from lying.
Yeah.
Like that, so
My friend, friends like that. But he
Bad.
has Lyme's on top of something else. He has like 3 things like that he figured out what they were.
So I like chronic asthma and stuff too. Like
And it's
that,
like, and they all flare up at different times, and sometimes they all flare up together, and he's in bed, he can't even move. He's done. Oh, man.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Lyme's alone is bad. I know people with Lyme's that are just
there
done.
was like a new strain of it that came out like a couple years ago. I don't know if you heard of the Powazin or something like that.
Oh, Jesus.
Supposedly if it like bit you, you were like paralyzed or something like that. Or it could kill you, I'm pretty sure. But it was like in northern New Jersey and everything too, so it's like not too far from here,
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Damn. Yeah, I think lupus is similar to that.
Yeah. Lupus is like cancer.
And lupus is a form of cancer too.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to find. I don't want to try to find it.
Yeah, I know my buddy has like two or three different things that flare up at different times.
Yeah, and it's fucking
That must be
weird.
rough, That's
Like my sister has it, and my sister doesn't really deal with much pain or nothing like that, Or me, I got fucking beat up with it. Like against Target and shit. Like I had to take amoxicillin like 4 times
Oh,
for like 2 months each time.
that's not good for you.
No.
Taking all that stuff. You have to take probiotics when you take that stuff.
Yeah.
That's helpful
I
for
didn't
your
even know.
stomach.
I went to the doctor when I was trying to get my medical card, and she told me there was no such thing as chronic Lyme. And I was like, fucking retard. I was like, she's like a new nurse. My old nurse switched healthcare providers. So I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this?
What happens when that?
Yeah, and then I was like, I went there because I had a sore throat. So I was like, I need some cough medicine, And she's like, oh no, we're gonna go to Walgreens, buy some Ovic. I was like, I did all that. I was like, give me what the fuck I pay. I pay insurance to come to the doctor. You know what I mean? Like, give me a prescription. Get the fuck out of here. Like, check what my other doctor used to give me. My other doctor used to give me promethazine or codeine. So I used to, because my tonsils and shit would get swollen. Terrible. Yeah. But since I've been on, using cannabis stuff like that, I don't fuck with none of that stuff anymore. I don't even like that.
That's the thing with me when I was recovering. They pushed a lot of rotten gabapentin on me, a whole lot of it.
How much you have to take?
I think it was like
1,400? They had me on 2,400 at some point.
And that's the thing. They wanted me to keep going.
Keep going.
And then out of nowhere, I'm just like, no, you know what? No, because
here, take this, have fun.
and then like I was going to therapy. This one therapist, she was like, you should probably try to wean yourself off. Like you're healthy enough to recover. And I think this is slowing you down.
Yeah, you're young.
Because it's blocking your nerves. You're not activating your nerves. Even though you can try to walk all you want and stand up all you want, but it's gonna take you so much longer because you're not activating those nerves. You're not gonna get that feeling back. You're not gonna know because you're blocking it. So that's when I was like, Christian told me to go on the program. Chris, he was like, yo, get on the program, man. Just stop. Just get on it. And I was like, all right. Because either way, I smoked. Like I smoked here and there, but I did the whole full the whole switch when I got the card.
Right.
So.
Get off the gabapentin.
And then,
you have to.
And then the prices, and then it got tough with prices.
Yeah, but then the doctors who give you the cards, like, okay, well, and you could renew your card for $200 for a year, or you could pay $100 for 6 months.
Did you have a hard time getting off of the gabapentin, or was it easy?
It was hard because I can tell I was going to I've never been through withdrawals, but if there was a withdrawal, I think that's what it was, because man, I would be laid up in bed and I'll be like almost like in tears of still pain, no matter if I smoked or all that, but like I knew that was like a sign of me, dude, you have to I know they're right there in your nightstand, but just you're good, just try to go to sleep. And I would smoke, and then at the time I would just bake edibles sometimes because I was smoking a little bit too much, But I mean, I'm not gonna say it was easy, but it was hard. It was a lot of mental tough work, and I was going through a lot then. But man, when I'm telling you, like, I was going to like deep depression. There was times I would sit in my wheelchair, just get up out of bed because I had to get lifted up out of the bed with a lift, and into my wheelchair, and I'll just roll over and just stare at the wall sometimes, and just, it was bad, and I was like as soon as I started interacting with my kids and start, being there a little bit more the way I could, but then like I got that fire, I got ignited, and then my legs started working a little bit better, so it was good. It was, it changed,
That Neurontin takes time too in your system. It takes a few days or maybe a week, right, to actually build up enough.
It was bad. I think it was more like a little 2 weeks for me.
7 pills later. 7 pills later, here we are. I'm starting to work.
But even in the hospital, when I was in the hospital in Georgia. I was in so much pain that they were giving me so many things. They were like, we can't give you anything else. Like, there's this one pill, but it's for depression that we use for pain.
Oh yeah, they say that. They make the argument that if you feel better in your head, you're gonna feel, your back will feel better.
So
that's okay.
Yeah.
That pill was my go to sleep pill. I would literally wake up, eat, look at my mom, watch a little bit of ESPN, look back at my mom, and just go to sleep. Yeah. That's how it was.
Just at the phone. Hello? You're on the air. You're on the air. We can hear you. Can't hear me?
No.
No.
No, did you say something?
No. Hold on. Excuse me. Don't stop the show in my account.
Yeah, who do we have on? What did Jamie say? Lyme disease. She said it's difficult to find a Lyme disease medical doctor.
Yeah, it is. They don't have no care for it. And they don't know what the fuck they don't know nothing about it, bro. It's crazy. I heard there was a good one in Pennsylvania somewhere. I just don't fucking have the money to do that shit, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure you gotta pay out of pocket.
Yeah, it's like a package and stuff you have to do. And he finds out supposedly what type of line you have, but how does he know? You know? I mean, probably knows, but there wouldn't be a cure for it already, but they got a cure for the COVID that fast. Doesn't make sense. It's been out longer than that.
Are you gonna take it? Can you even qualify to take it if you because of you know?
Never.
No.
Not
For me
yet.
personally, no. Maybe I would wait a couple years, you know.
Don't wait till at least 100,000. No, it's like 500,000 people. That's gotta be a lot. I don't know. Probably have to rethink it. You know.
Yeah, I'm just.
Just
I'm more of a. I'll wait, see what happens.
I don't know. Everybody's getting it so fast.
You know?
That's better.
Just wait and see.
Everybody's getting vaccine.
Yeah, would you get the vaccine, Lefty?
You know what? I've seen patients that don't want it, and I've seen patients that do want it. It's very mixed up.
Yeah, that's a tough one because, like he's just saying, you know, they have a vaccine.
Natural?
They have a vaccine.
Is it
Yeah.
natural?
No, I'm not getting it, but I know a couple of patients that are getting it.
Yeah.
Patients with MS that are getting it. They're like, no, I want to get it to be safe and get it over with. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
They didn't see that new strain in the UK, so and then from the UK it came to Colorado.
Yeah.
The person in Colorado needs some heavy isolation.
That's just I don't know. That's weird.
Oh, here we go. Jamie says it's difficult to find a Lyme literate medical doctor. And co-infections from bites and other bacteria the tick was carrying. Yeah, my cat got a infection from a tick parasite. Bordella?
Yeah. Or from some shit.
Something that's the tick had it.
Yeah, that's the bacteria. That's like green. Yeah, if you look it up, you see it. It's disgusting. But it just fills your like joints, you know, your mass joints.
Yeah.
So like my knees and stuff like that. That's why I'm surprised. Like I lost like all feeling, and then from my knee I had to like personally massage it myself. But they gave me like some, I don't know. They gave me like some Advil type gel.
Okay.
Yeah, from the hospital or whatever.
Is it helpful?
I mean, it was just like I put it on there and it just like kind of burned for like 15 seconds, but it was like a gel that you couldn't like repeat. You couldn't use it after like a certain 3 hours, so it was like, wow, okay. It was on there for 10 seconds. Felt it for 10 seconds, but it didn't do nothing. Like it wasn't stopping the inflammation, it wasn't stopping, like my knee was rock hard. So I had to like personally, by myself, like push it and like, you know, like,
Yeah.
like bring down some of the swelling because it was rock hard. That was the day after we went, like literally the day after or like the same day that we went fishing. Yeah, and it wasn't even my knee that was on the thing, it was the thigh, you know, the thigh that was on the rail. And the boat actually almost capsized that day. The boat almost actually capsized from a big wave from another boat. Which the fucking captain didn't even see. So when the boat went on, you know, on its tilt, the captain's like, "Everybody sit down," you know, like he got scared as hell. Everybody sat down, and thank God.
Wow.
But I didn't feel it at the time, you know. Had the weed pen and shit on the boat. Took the Dramamine, you know, because I get sick out there, so I took the Dramamine, 2 of them, ate and shit. It was normal, you know. But then I went home and my fucking leg was like swollen, man.
Wow.
Swollen.
You didn't realize you were
I had to take off. Yeah, I didn't realize it. And I had to take off work and everything. It was fucked up. And they gave me like shitty Advil gel.
So yeah, it's
shitty Advil gel.
Get me some like weed lotion, man.
CBD, I don't know, man. My shit is still hard from that day. My knee's fucked up. And I'm like scared to go to the hospital. They're like, yeah, you gotta amputate your leg. Like,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Yeah. Here, take another pill.
Yeah.
We got something
Yeah.
else for you.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm fine. I don't give a fuck if it's blood flow through it or not, man. I just want to fucking keep my leg.
That's the thing though. If it gets cold, that's one of the issues. Like that's means having
Yes.
enough blood flow. But as long as your leg is warm,
Yeah.
Because I had that problem
It's
too.
weird,
I had to take Xarelto and stuff like that.
I happened when I worked out. I just worked out and stuff, and I worked out, I guess, too hard, or too much, and my whole arms inflamed. And I couldn't even lift or nothing. I couldn't even lift my arms up. It was fucking painful as hell. Couldn't do nothing.
That's frustrating. Yeah, I can't lift my arm sometimes
Yeah.
because I have a shoulder issue. So when I reach for something, it's like touching a hot stove. Like,
Yeah.
yow.
And I'm sure you forget sometimes too.
And it's rough. This weather's messing me up. All the spinies I know are suffering this year.
Yeah.
We're a mess. It just dropped. The temperature went from hot to cold real
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah. Sometimes
And then
even
back to hot, and
just
then
to
back
get
to
back
cold.
up.
Yeah, and it did a couple of times like
Yeah,
that.
it's weird.
Oh.
55 after just 25, right?
And then I'm walking around outside enjoying it. Probably I should be trying to get ready to freeze. Just freeze already. Just freeze.
Yeah.
I don't like the winter for my back at all.
It looks nice when you're inside and it's snowing and stuff. It looks nice,
It's pretty.
But step outside.
Step outside and slip on the ice again like I've done. I've fallen a few times after my
Oh
surgery.
man, I took a tumble last night.
Oh no.
Yeah, but it was good. It was good because I fell 3 times. The first time I fell, I broke my kneecap.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah. So I had to get surgery. So I got surgery, and I fell one other time. I was sweeping or something, and then I fell. I gotta be active. I don't know why. Ever since I got up, I'm like, yeah, let's go. I'm sweeping. I'm mopping. Yeah. And then last night, I don't know. I was I guess I was a little too high, and then I did a tumble, and then I did a little tuck and roll. Whoop. And that was good, but it was good. It was smooth. Got right back up. But I was surprised because I got back up quicker than I usually do.
Like a jungle cat.
Yeah, I was like, what's up?
I'm
My
ready.
friends were like, yo, bro, you alright, man? Like, you sure? My one friend was like, he was like, no. But it was funny because they were all just looking at me. It was like a moment of silence. It's like, yo, you're okay, bro? I'm like, yeah, no, man, it's fine. I'm good.
What made you fall?
I have a little bit of drop foot, so I caught the sidewalk a little bit, and then boom. But I managed to fall right on the grass and stuff, and so I was good. I busted a little maneuver last second. I felt like I was slow motion. I was tumbling in slow motion.
You gotta learn how to fall. Yeah, that's true.
Definitely.
That's
You
true.
definitely have
You
to
gotta
learn
think
how
about
to
it,
fall.
right?
Yeah. Because when I
Yeah.
hurt myself, I didn't know how to fall.
Yeah.
I was surprised. I slipped on the ice and I twisted myself when I fell.
Yeah, that
And
moment of panic is
Oh.
that's the and then it
That
just
messed me
grabs
up.
your muscle or whatever tugs, and then it's
That
just
got me. But ever since then, I fall correctly. I try to brace
Yeah.
myself or do a roll like you're doing.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
yeah.
Oh man. Because I fall too sometimes because I get sciatica.
Yeah, definitely.
My leg will just give out. It'll just not work.
Yeah.
It's just not work. It's like not there. It's like, what happened? The leg.
That's like my knee gives out too. My
You're
left
on your
knee
own.
just boom. It's like yeah. Good luck. Tuck and roll.
Yeah. Good luck with that. Oh.
But yeah, I even then when I was in the wheelchair, I would put myself through scenarios where I would lay myself even then I wasn't able to really walk. I would put myself in a scenario where all right, I'm gonna go on the floor, put myself onto my back, and then I'd be like, all right, go. Or push the wheelchair and go. What are you gonna do now? And I would have to crawl and then find something because that's the one thing I was always worried about. What am I going to do? If I have to do, if I do actually fall or something really does happen, I never did nothing crazy, but I always kept that in mind though, always kept that scenario. So that's something I would practice,
Now here, imagine this: you're in the Bayonne post office in a wheelchair. On that lift, you go up the lift. The lift's working finally. It took them 3 months to fix the lift in Bayonne.
Wow.
So you're up on the lift, and you go inside. And there's a fire, and you're in a wheelchair, and the only way down is through the lift. But there's a fire, so you can't even get to the lift. So now what? You can't get through the exit doors because they have stairs. So what do you have to crawl down the stairs? Is that what's going to happen then?
Yeah.
Like, these are fire hazards too. They don't realize that when you have an entrance like that, like a lift entrance, there's got to be another way out too.
Yeah, for a lifter. Oh yeah.
I've seen that at public buildings where one side's accessible but the other side isn't. I think there's brick.
They,
Brick.
yeah, man,
It steps on one side and the other side is accessible. There's a ramp.
that's
So if there's a fire, then what
what
happens?
you do. Yeah, you just
Launch
you can't-
yourself?
definitely not tucking and rolling there.
No. Well, you're launching. You gotta push someone's got to push you very hard off those steps. It's like 6 or 7
Yeah.
steps.
Yeah, you're gonna break a couple fucking ribs, whatever.
Jersey City jump.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
So yeah, like we were saying before, though, you don't realize it. I tell these councils, spend a day in a wheelchair, and they don't realize what's on the ground is on your hands.
When you put that offer, you know, I'm willing to do it with them. Like I'll do it with them.
Yeah.
You know,
Bunch
It's
of
like,
people.
You know, so like they know, like you know, I'll probably walk you through it. You know, where I had areas where I had troubles.
I
or
bet
anything.
you if they dressed up like a regular person and tried to cross the street and nobody knew that they were a town official or a town authority, they wouldn't like let them go. You know,
Yeah.
they give them such the same hard time as us. It's terrible.
But yeah, let's see these councils take us up on that offer. Just spend a day in a wheelchair.
Yeah. That's great.
They won't do it. Because they know. Especially Hudson County.
You should put that in the poem. Spend the day in a wheelchair. Point at mayor and ask mayor.
Point at mayor and ask him, thank you, and ask him, the mayor, to spend the day in a wheelchair. Oh.
You have to.
Wheelchair. Ask. Point at mayor. Ask the mayor. Okay, point at mayor and ask them to spend the day in a wheelchair. Then point at the council member next to you and ask them to spend the day. And then point to the right and ask them to spend the day in a wheelchair.
For real.
Don't read this, just point.
Yeah, just point and speech.
This is going to be the best council letter ever.
I wonder if they do it in person, or how do they get these letters? Are they in a meeting themselves, in physical meeting?
They're having a meeting without us. A public meeting without the public.
That's what I'm saying. Like, are they doing it from their homes, or are they doing it inside the town hall?
Some do it from inside the town hall.
Because if that means they already even have some sort of system already, if they're doing it from home.
Usually there's 1 or 2 people at the town hall, like the mayor, maybe the administrator at the town, the other people at home.
In the Zoom or whatever.
Yeah. See, but that's the thing, though. See, you already have a Zoom. They must have some sort
So
of
weird. And the freeholders of, was it Ocean? They all had a meeting together. Was it Freehold? Yeah, it was Ocean, I think. They were all together in the meeting. We had to actually go down there with the COVID, with the mask on. A certain amount of people were allowed in. I got the last chair. Easy.
Wow.
All different rules, but, all right, so we'll point at the mayor. Point at the councilman. Point at council. Councilman.
Be very clear.
And don't read this, just point.
Man, I wonder if they're even gonna read it.
They have to.
Stop reading this and just point.
Stop laughing, please.
And now stop laughing.
It's serious. I'm being serious.
No, for real, man. Somebody's got to say. Somebody.
Because how you really gonna really tell how somebody really feels if they don't, they're speaking? That's the best way of expressing.
Well, he should have addressed the code enforcement, right?
They're going to paraphrase this letter. and it's going to be almost impossible to paraphrase. I'm going to make it very long and windy, very windy.
They should squiggly.
Long-winded and squiggly. We're going to go back and forth with the poem, I think, in here.
Yeah.
We'll do the poem, and we'll have her point and do all that stuff. Then back to the poem, then point and yell and scream and cry, and then back to the poem. It'll be a long, like an epic, was it opus? Opus magnus, what are they called? Yeah. It's a big, long-ass poem.
Yeah.
Like the old days.
That'd be, I think that's great.
I should ask her to read it in like Shakespearean, whatever that is. Old English. We should put in ye and thee. Get lots of ye's and die. There's so many ways.
Street.
So many ways to go with this. It's like ridiculous.
I mean, it would be so much easier if they would just, let us do a telephone conference, Zoom conference, any type of conference.
I want to call Pat Duff.
That's not even. Is that even legal, man?
I want to know. Do they have to read this word for word? Where's my? You know what? Let's do that. He would know. He's the smartest guy I know. He doesn't even know I'm calling him. I love when I do this to him. Let's see. Too bad my phone's not working. I'll do it this way.
What's up, Mr. Grimes?
Mr. Duff, good afternoon. How are you?
Doing alright, how you doing?
Good, man. Hey, I got a question for you.
Yes.
We're on the air. I wanted to talk to you for a second. Union Township does not allow us to speak or be heard. We have to actually send our stuff to the clerk to read. So we're working on a poem, and I'm putting a lot of things in here to see if they'll read. Like, I'm saying to point at the mayor and ask him to spend a day in a wheelchair. Point at the mayor. Don't read this. Just point at the mayor. That kind of stuff. Do they have to read this word for word, or are they going to paraphrase what I'm saying, or what are they going to do when? How?
I don't know. I mean, they should have to let comments, So, I mean, comments are part of an open public meeting.
But it's not even public. It's not.
Yeah, it's not even.
I'm gonna call you right back, alright? 'Cause I'm in the bathroom.
Oh, that's great. We'll stay right with you. This is great. I love this kind of radio. This is what we're all about here. There you go. Go ahead. Let her rip. Let her rip. Great timing there. I love it. I love when I call people on the toilet.
That's awesome.
Where are all my friends?
Thank you for picking up, though.
Yeah, thanks for picking up while you're on the toilet, while you were doing whatever you were doing there.
Hey, man, he picked up. That's the most important part.
Too bad my phones aren't working. You can't really hear. I have to set up another microphone. That's all right. We'll do that in a second. But Pat Duff would know the answer, because, that's my question. Is the clerk going to read this word for word? Is she required to read this word for word? I think she is.
Yeah.
But it's not public.
I've never heard of this.
Is she going to exclude it?
Can she say this is not good? This is.
Yeah.
Can she say Can she do that?
Yeah,
No.
that's what I'm.
Why could she say that? It should be heard.
Or what if it's just like, he's not from my town.
You're right. So you're right.
No, it just got lost in the mail.
I just don't get this. I'm sure they don't have a lot of people doing this either.
And they should even broadcast it themselves, if that, so we can see.
They definitely don't.
They actually read it.
They've never received a letter like that.
No.
Point at the mayor.
No.
Stop reading this. Cry if you can.
John McDermott's packing a bowl in his wheelchair. Right on, John.
Yes.
Pack a big one. John, what's your deal, man? Why? What happened to you? You want to talk about it? Give us a call.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you.
Share your story.
You can go to the council meeting tomorrow in Garfield. We're going to Garfield, and we want people to tell their stories in Garfield. It's probably a Zoom meeting. and you can tell your story and help some other patients, help yourself, and help to end the stigma. Because the mayor said that there is a stigma and he needs to be educated on. I was like, that was amazing that he said that. So
Yeah.
we're going back.
Big.
New-
And then we're gonna go, and it's gonna be new council.
New council, new year, New Year's Day meeting. That's like a tradition now. New Year's Day meetings.
Yeah, that's gonna be I think I'm just gonna have more questions about what they think, you know, more than anything. Like where they stand, what steps are they going to take to get the education? You know, what are they gonna do?
Oh, John, he had a left side stroke and he broke his good right hip.
Ooh,
Ouch.
yeah. Even sitting there, you probably still have pain. The hip.
And if you're on the East Coast, you're probably loving this weather too.
Yeah,
It's awful.
definitely. Hey, do you smoke indica too for the pain? Yeah.
Yeah, John, do you smoke indica? Because I think indica is the most helpful for me, or hybrids, but
Yeah, hybrids. Yeah, so you don't really, you know.
but not sativas so much. Because I don't know. It's just maybe during the daytime.
Yeah.
I like the taste of some sativas though.
Yeah, they are.
Some-
They are. That's.
Some got the
Yes.
indica feel, you know.
Mhm.
It just depends which one you get.
Yes, they do smell very good.
He has some great Chong CBD.
CBD.
CBD is not bad. It's actually
Nice.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
for joints.
Here, can you do a Dutch? You know how to do one?
I know. I know, but I don't. No, you good?
I roll joints. You want to roll joint?
I got one.
Hold on. We're gonna put it else here.
That's how we started.
Yeah, this is how I am. Yeah. When I moved to Miami, they had cigarellos out there, the little small ones, the mini versions. Those are amazing. That was good.
But
Yeah.
Can I use your bathroom?
Sure, right there. Right to right there. So Pat Duff, give us a call back. John says in the couch. In the couch.
In the fridge too.
In the couch is my kind. In the couch. Yeah, we like it in the couch. Jersey Shore, yeah. Okay, Jersey Shore, it's cold. It's cold everywhere in Jersey right now. It's awful. What's the temperature today? Today is not so bad. It's actually 43 up by me, so it must be a little warmer down there. Oh, yeah, that's a little better. But yeah, it was 20 something. Oh, it's in the 20s. Oh, it's hurtful. And this up and down is hurtful. I don't know about you guys, but for me, just up and down temperature is just the worst. And rain, or before it rains. Oh, I'm so sore. Yeah, it's rough. Alright. Let me find my stuff here. Sorry, I'm looking for something here. I'm going to play this again. You gotta make it could be a rap song. John, John, It could be a techno song, actually. Need a beat behind that.
Or a Beatles song.
Ooh. Let's see. This was working before, I think. Hang on. It's not a sampler. I'm just playing a video here, so I have to get it. I have to hit it right. Oh, really? Oh, this will be good. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? How are you?
Hello.
You're on the air.
Hello.
You're on the air.
Okay. Oh, good, good. What are you talking about?
We're talking about medical cannabis, the towns that have banned medical cannabis here in New Jersey, and we're going back to the council meetings, and so the last council meeting we went to, well, we've been to a few actually, and we're trying to talk to them about medical cannabis because 2/3 of New Jersey, yeah, what?
Yeah, they allowed it in Florida.
Okay.
I guess one of those.
You know, and they have places where you can go get it, whatever.
You're gonna get yeah.
And I think they start to grow it, and the government's going to sell it to make money.
Government's
That's what I heard the way. Huh?
the government's gonna sell it.
Yeah. To make money on it.
Well, in New Jersey, the government can lease land out to these dispensaries and make money off it. They could actually lease public land out. Yeah, I've heard some towns they could do whatever they want here. New Jersey, it's very corrupt here.
Yeah, I've been talking to an attorney now for Jack. You know, this domestic violence stuff that I have to put up with.
Uh-oh.
And he runs out, he goes to stores, he goes all over it. And I sit in his house and I don't have my license anymore. And my car doesn't work. He gets all his, it looks like a laboratory in here with all his equipment. He gets all his, radio equipment he buys, hundreds of dollars worth. So, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have nobody to take care of me, that's the problem. I can't sit here by myself with no access to go anywhere to get out.
Well, he beat you up before in the wheelchair. Well, I would get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
And who's going to take care of me?
So, well, you can come up here in Jersey. I know you don't want to come to Jersey, but
I've been talking to an attorney now, so I'll see what I'm going to do. So she's kind of a woman's attorney, you know. She's, helps the women out. So I don't know. I have to see what I'm going to do. Because fortunately, I can't walk. I'm in this damn wheelchair right with the electronic one.
you need to.
So he says, who are you going to take care of? You think your son's going to take care of you? Your daughter-in-law's going to take care of you? I said, no, I'm not asking anybody to take care of me. So, I'm the person. She's telling me how wonderful he is, but I don't think so.
Well,
What?
did he do anything recently to you?
Yeah.
What?
This week when I was on the chair and I asked him to help me, right down on the couch, he took me and twisted me around and threw me on the couch, and then my back was hurting me after that. And just this morning I had a little accident with incontinence. You can't help that. That's something you can't help that. And he starts pushing me around. So those are the two instances, recent ones, last week.
Well, this has been going on for a while. Like, he gets mad at you because of your incontinence, right? I know.
But there's the doctors. They don't have any pills or anything to give you, so what am I supposed to do? So,
I would take your shit and throw it on him. And you think I'm fucking kidding. I would take the shit and throw it on him. Every day. Every day until he leaves.
and then how am I going to take care of myself, Ed? What am I supposed to do?
Well, you have, don't you have a, you can go into a home up here. They have places up here that you can go into. You were in a home down there. You can go in a home up here.
Yeah.
What's the difference? The weather. I mean, it sucks right now. My back's killing me because of this weather up here. It's awful.
I know.
Well, what are you gonna?
Yeah, the weather is not cool.
You don't want to stay with this guy who's abusing you. You told me he gave you a black eye. You're in a wheelchair. He gave you a black eye.
He needs to get beat up.
You told me he shakes you in your wheelchair. Right? Is this true? I mean, is this right? This is true, right?
Yeah.
So what the hell? Get out of there. Well, you know.
Let's see what this lawyer suggests to me. You know, because she knows my position.
This guy took all your money. He spent it.
She's going to call me back in 2 hours because she's in, I don't know, Georgia or something right now. Return. And I asked her what she suggests. He won't give me any money. He won't give me any money for my presents that I wanted to give people. Just a whole bunch of stuff. So, alright, let me call you another time when I get more information on what I can do. I don't think I'd be half as sick if I could do things myself. You know? He said, nobody knows what position you're in your house. Yeah, you don't know what I tell anybody. So, alright, I'll call you again, okay?
You don't like my advice?
Yeah.
Do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Why?
That's funny.
Why not?
Yeah. It really beat me up then. You want to shit at him. Oh my god.
I think you'd be running away from me at that point. I would hope, because you'd have it all over you, have it on your hands, and come near me. I got more where this comes from. That's what you say to him. I got more where this comes from.
I'll put it in his mouth.
I'll put it right in your mouth. Tell him. Yeah, that's a good one.
Poop in his ear.
Yeah, in his ear.
Put poop in his ear.
Put-
Put it in his nose.
Yeah.
Do it while he's sleeping. Tell him you get him while he's sleeping. You put it in his mouth while he's sleeping next time.
Yep.
Yeah, put it right by his pillow.
You kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
In his socks.
In his
In
socks.
his shoes.
And his socks and shoes.
Underneath the tongue of his shoes.
Underneath his shoes.
Or when he's gonna get in his car, when he goes to open the handle, just put some there.
Do it, Ma. Do it. Get him. Get him.
Okay.
Put him in, and then put him in jail. Because he'll be doing that in jail. He'll be getting gassed in jail too. That's called getting gassed, and he'll learn all about that in jail. Getting gassed.
Yeah, I know. So, alright, I'll call you and let you know what I'm gonna do.
All right.
Okay?
All right. Well, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, be
Yeah,
safe.
What do you?
going out?
God bless.
Right?
No, I'm watching Dick Clark like I've done since the '70s.
Oh, okay, good. Alright, well, enjoy yourself.
He's not even around. They still have the Dick Clark show, though, don't they? I think he's still with Dick Clark.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve with Dick Clark, right? Good. Keep it that way. Hold on to my childhood.
Right. Okay, good. Alright.
All right.
Alright, I'll talk to you later then. Alright, bye-bye.
This is this kind of shit that drives me crazy. It's been going on and on and on and on. Ugh. And she's in a wheelchair, and she's getting like abused in the wheelchair.
Just because she can't walk.
She can't do anything about it. She can't fight him because she's weak. and she's in a wheelchair. What's she gonna do? So these are the kind of calls I get. Oh, I'm spazzing myself again. Ah, shit.
That happens to me when I'm in bed, laying down randomly, where I just have to stretch, like, the arms above my head and all. I'm doing the calf cramps at night when I'm sleeping too, at night, middle of the night.
Oh, that's the worst.
Can't even jump out of bed.
Mm-mm.
You gotta just take.
But the worst thing is you have to kind of stretch your leg out in order to
Break it.
Oh, shit. Hey.
Do you see any chiropractors? Nothing.
I can't because I have hardware. I used to.
See, that's what I was wondering if I could.
You don't have hardware.
Well, just my pelvis, not spinal though.
What do you have on your pelvis? You have some kind of
My pelvis was crushed.
So it's a whole. Is it bone though? Because they use some bone on mine too.
I think I have some bone
and some metal.
Okay. Because I think it's mostly on my right side.
Mostly your right side.
Yeah, I have a gnarly scar. It looks like a shark bit my thigh off. It's gnarly because, see, I was ejected.
Right.
So what happened was, driver fell asleep and then I guess rolled the car and I was ejected. So I guess when I hit the pavement, I don't know, I was sleeping, so I don't really remember anything. I just remember waking up and I was tied down to the hospital bed with a bunch of tubes. I'm telling you, in every possible hole.
Oh.
It was crazy. And I didn't know why my hands were tied. And it was because I was swinging at doctors and nurses.
Yeah.
So
Stop touching me.
Yeah,
Stop
man,
hurting me.
It was rough. It was rough. It was just one of those, but like,
Yeah. So if your pelvis is metal, but there's nothing in your spine.
Nothing, but I broke. I think I broke my L5. I think it's like the part. It's like your tailbone, and it's like off the tailbone. I don't know. That's my fear. I don't know if one little crack and I never wanted to risk it, but like I feel like from being in a wheelchair, I slouch over sometimes. I tend to.
Right.
So I don't like. It's like, it's like it's kind of hard. It puts me. But even though I wasn't able to lay on my belly forever till recently, and it doesn't really hurt. So now, like if I stay probably an hour on my belly, my back will start hurting. But I'm trying to extend that time by doing it longer. So like if I'm gonna do it for an hour, I'll probably do it an hour for a week, and then next week I'll push for that 10 minutes more, maybe even if it hurts a little bit.
Right.
Because I'm trying to, and it's been working out for me. It was from like not even 5 minutes, not even a minute. It was like a couple seconds. I'm like, nope, gotta go back. But it's just thing is just trying. Just trying different things. Everybody's body's different. Different things work for different injuries. They're not the same. Because I had some I thank God I didn't have any head trauma, real spinal cord injuries, because I would have been in trouble. I was like, my mom said somebody laid a pillow for me because I was ejected. They found me 50 feet away from the vehicle, so it's just in the middle of the highway. I was on 95. I was coming up from Florida, so it's like it was crazy. It was insane. It was rough, but and I have family. All my family was up here, so it was rough. But yeah, you just know your body. Different things work. Don't something that somebody recommends doesn't work. Just find something else. Don't be discouraged because everybody's body's different. I had a lot of doctors tell me a lot of things, and it's like nah. It's just nah. I know. I feel it. You can explain to the doctor anything you want, but they can't feel what you feel. Maybe it is. Maybe what they recommend is sort of but you need to put a little twist to it or something. And it works.
The chiropractor will usually look at your films, your X-rays, and they'll look at whatever has to be done. They'll stay away from that. They'll go after this. They'll work on this.
Yeah.
They may work on that one part that you have a problem with. Your L4, L5.
Yeah. Because that's
No hardware. It's
that's
just
close to the
alignment.
tailbone. That's the worst thing. Tail, this tailbone. Oh, the wheelchair, man. When I was in the wheelchair, even I had gel padding, any type of padding, it was. Ooh.
The circle ones. Have you tried the circles?
Yeah, all of that. Nothing.
Yeah. It surprisingly doesn't work. I tried.
There's only like two or three of them, right? 2 or 3 brands out.
Yeah.
And then they would tell me, "Oh, just go on your side." Well, like,
just
I
do
couldn't
this.
I
Just
couldn't
do
really
that.
move. Like, I can't move.
Love
I
when
had
they
no
say that.
strength. Like, like I just had my whole pelvis rebuilt.
You have a bionic pelvis without all the extra, like the bionic man powers. Like my back I have all this metal in my back, but no, I don't have any superpowers with it. It's worse.
I don't feel any stronger.
No, I have negative powers from all this metal. I should be stronger, like I'm a robot. No, I can't do it. Give me some robotic shit, man.
Give me what they gave Wolverine.
Yeah.
What they gave Logan.
Yeah.
The $6 Million Man. Is that before your time? Yeah. That's what we watched in the 70s. Lee Majors.
I was born in the 90s.
This is good TV, bro.
94.
Bro, the 70s had good TV.
Yeah.
That's
And
what
you know,
Smurfs out.
The Bionic Man.
and not only that, but like I'm like first generation here in this country. My parents are my mom's an immigrant, so immigrant. So so like I don't know, like a lot of like like kids that I grew up with, like that were already in like had that like American culture stuff, like dude, man, nah, man, you're missing out. And this is like, I don't know what you're talking about, man.
What
I'm
is
sorry.
this?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What is this Sanford and Son crap? No, man, Sanford and Son's great. Come on, man, what?
Yeah. But the funny thing is, my mom wanted to name me Axel, I guess, because of Guns N' Roses.
Oh yeah, nice.
So my mom wanted to name me that because my mother and father really liked Guns N' Roses. My parents are Argentinian, from Argentina.
Okay.
So
you like heavy metal down there, I know.
Yeah,
I love it.
like, yeah. So it was I'm like, all
It's
right,
true.
But instead I'm Christopher now.
That's true to say.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly why.
Argentina has a great rugby team, actually.
Yeah, basketball team too.
Yeah, they got one of the few countries with a good rugby, good
wine
rugby team.
and a lot of their meat. Their meat is amazing, steaks and all that.
Yeah, a lot of restaurants. We have one in Bayonne, Argentinian restaurant in Bayonne.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
John says, F that jerk off. Yes, I agree with you there. And then he feels your pain and your pain and your pain. Point over here, point over here, point over here. No, he didn't say it. I knew the point. I knew the point. See, the clerk should know that I want them to point when I say point.
That's great.
Point at the mayor.
Reading it is great, actually.
I know. Reading it will be funnier if they actually read all that shit.
Oh,
I'll put it in parentheses.
Yeah.
I'll put it in parentheses, but she's going to read.
That's funny.
Oh, that would be awesome.
It says here to point.
And point here. And
Point.
Everybody take a vote. Can we point?
He wants me to point at you. He says stop reading. Just point.
This is going to be great. And if we all do something like this, they're just going to be like, okay, we need to stop this. This is silly. This is not a council
they're gonna
meeting
be like,
now.
all right, now I really want to see what these people are like now.
This is just stupid.
What do they want? What's going on over here?
They're making a mockery of our council. Yeah.
Making a mockery of our constitutional rights.
Yeah. Hello. I see your mockery and I'll raise it. I'll raise your mockery. I got lots of mockery here. Mock us. No, mock you. These people got some nerve, man. No, you can't come to the council meeting. It's your council meeting. It's our council meeting. It's for public people. It's for us.
There's nothing public about that.
It's ridiculous. Read it.
There's nothing public about that.
It's crazy.
What's this here? Is this gonna work? I just love this. I need a beat for this. There it is. Yeah, it could be a techno beat. John. Whoops. Missed it. It's hard to catch that. I need to sample this. Children.
My son was actually watching it with me, and he was cracking up.
Disruptive. First Amendment.
That wasn't expected for me. Because they let it rock for so long, they decided to say something then.
He had the pig mask on. And he was showing his big butt of weed the whole time.
With the scissors.
Yeah. Oh my. Come on. He's doing it for like 20 minutes. Oh, jeez. And Jeff had no shirt on for like 20 minutes. So what?
Yeah, and then they just they should have addressed it from the beginning.
He just wanted to make more of it.
Can't show. And
But I don't think it triggered her until she started seeing the weed on the camera.
No, she's the pig mask.
At first it was like
the whole thing, yeah.
Because like I feel like at the beginning it was like, all right, man, well, really? And then as soon as the marijuana came out, it was like, oh.
Yeah, he had the pig mask on
it
for like 5 or 10 minutes before they even noticed.
Oh man. Allegedly. Oh, thank you. Allegedly.
Alleged.
What civil rights? What civil rights? You were going to ban it in your town. What are you talking about? You banned paraphernalia. You banned all. Check yourselves. Stigma free. Stigma free. I love when they say stigma free. That's that Orwellian happy talk, happy speak.
And that's where the most stigma is. It seems to be.
They make things sound different than what they are.
Yeah.
There's no stigma here. Like anybody could say there's no stigma there, but then we're telling you that there actually is stigma there, and they're just like, no, not in my town. No stigma in my town. No marijuana, no stigma. Wow. That's how it is with these people.
Yeah,
it's
just
crazy.
It's just so weird. It's just, and all because why? Like why? What is? You know, like have you ever tried like smoking, eating, or anything? Like wasn't there like back when I think Colorado was trying to make it legal? Wasn't there like somebody in office? Somebody actually tried an edible or something. I remember seeing something about it, and he like completely changed his mind on it. He ate like a gummy or something.
Yeah. Especially if you're ill, you feel it right away. You feel the relief. Is it Jersey grown? I'll take some for support, John says.
No,
John,
not Jersey grown.
Oh man.
I'll tell you what, soon, man. I'm very close. I'm like debating it. Be like weed man, you know? 'Cause he's definitely right on that. If they can, I can.
They couldn't hear that, really?
Is that really? I mean,
Oh.
we're all created equally, right? So why do they get the chance?
I see what happened here. They couldn't hear what we were listening to.
That's another question I have, Lefty. Maybe you have micro licenses?
Yeah, I want to get a license to just grow for...
What is that? What the macro is the big one, and the macro is the one that only has 37 available?
Oh, yeah. And
or the micro gets unlimited? What?
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more micro licenses, and all different kinds of micro licenses. So you can get a couple of different ones.
Now, do you need a LLC for it, or is it a person can just go in, or do you need to apply as an LLC or as a company or as some sort?
But nonprofit.
Yeah, but then that would limit the profit organization to only one, or what if it's an organization type of thing and I get a separate license, you get the separate right. What are they really they're just giving us here. Now what do we do? But how does that even make it even better for us, for like availability wise? What does that mean? Because at that point anybody can apply for a license and anybody can grow at that point. So it's like where are we going with these licenses, and how much are you guys really putting out, with the micro? Because the micro really doesn't make sense, right? I understand the 37, they want, Walmart, Costco weed. I understand that. But the micro licensing is what I'm really interested about, like what are they gonna do? Because that's like pretty much a pass for home grow if you choose one of those licenses, right?
Do we have to have cameras on our house now? Because all these grow licenses have to have cameras and security and all this other stuff. So is that the micro licensing too? We're gonna have all this cameras and security and all the stuff that fentanyl dealers don't need, the booze dealers don't need, the tobacco dealers don't need, the cannabis dealers need all this extra stuff.
Now, is it going to be as well like California, where we're going to need to worry about our own cash as well? And what did they tomorrow? What are they going to do? What's going to happen?
What's happening tomorrow? It's legal tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But they don't have anything set, right? It's still held back. Murphy still hold it back, or would because didn't he hold it back for?
I'll do a search. Anybody know if Murphy signed those bills? Does anyone know?
Because it's tomorrow.
So you can grow weed, and if you get caught, you have the constitutional right to take to court with you. Of course, you'll have to go up the chain to Superior Court, then to, that Supreme Court, New Jersey, and then you win because you have the constitutional right. Just like civil rights was advanced by a lot of the courts. Same with cannabis. It's going to be advanced by the courts.
Well, hopefully 2021 we get federally. And then change everything.
That'd be great.
Just change the whole thing.
Just talk about COVIDs. Just talk about COVIDs, baby. Isn't that a song? No, not yet. Okay, our ashtray is full. It's time to empty it. Oh, my back is screwed up.
You want to dab? Still something here.
Oh, want to hear my hip crack? Oh, crap. Oh, fuck. Hurtful. Yeah, I do. I love this.
It's gonna vibrate and then.
Okay. So it's heating up right now.
Yeah.
So it's like what's this called? A cold start?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I don't like doing the hot start on those because it's kind of like,
Alright, cold start. As soon as it vibrates, just go for it.
Just go for it.
I'm going to feel it.
Yeah.
I'll know. I'll know when it happens. Oh, wow, yeah, there you go. Alright, this is great. Whoa.
And the new one actually, there's an app and you can control it on your phone, temperature-wise and everything. So that's pretty cool. Let me see. It may not.
Trade it. Sweet. So I do want to thank CMMNJ, SativaCross.org, Magical Butter, UFCW, Local 152, JacksonStorms.com, Arlo Glass, OpenMachine.com, Pure Puff Vapor Supply. I'm sorry. Pure Puff Lifestyle Shop. Pure Puff Lifestyle Shop.
That's it.
Wow.
You're good. It's ready to go, man.
Just hit it.
Yep.
Wow. Terpy.
Yeah, that's what I like about these. You really get the whole thing. It tastes really good. Good.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. You know, it's funny. I was told never to dab before a council meeting because I'd get out there and I'd go all over the place. Whew. But this is a little different because we're talking about our friends here and about the 1 out of 10 patients that die every year. Yeah, this is the end of a really tough year for a lot of people.
Definitely was.
We lost a lot of people this year.
Definitely was a tough, rough year. And it was a different type of year because it was a different type of rough year, you know. I feel like this year was tough a lot, like mentally wise, you know, being inside and, you know, losing your everyday life, you know, just instantly, you know. So it's tough. It was a tough year.
Yeah, we did kind of lose our freedoms this year. Also, our friends and freedoms.
Those two go hand in hand.
All right, well, this starts with Cheryl Miller. She was the first patient that I have met. And she had multiple sclerosis, and she showed us what it was to fight from a bed. She fought in a bed. She used to push her around in her bed because she couldn't move anything but her head, so she used her head and her mouth and her ears and her eyes and her nose, and that's what she fought with because she couldn't use her body. And Jim used to give her cannabis, and if she couldn't move, her arms were stiff like this, and he would give her the cannabis and she would be able to exercise, and at least he would push her arms back and forth, because otherwise she would be like this.
Yeah.
It's like from spasm, like
Yeah.
multiple sclerosis. It was just spasms, it was just stiff.
Wow.
So cannabis was very helpful, and I saw that. I didn't know at the time how cannabis was helpful to MS. I knew it would help cancer patients, give them the munchies, but that's all I knew. And I saw Cheryl, and I was like, whoa, it does a lot more, and even more than that, even more. And wait, there's more. What else does cannabis do? Wait, there's more.
We don't even know because not even much research out there.
You could do that 800 times and still say, wait, there's more. Because there's a lot of uses for cannabis. Sabina Rose, little baby. She died from a 25-hour seizure, waiting for a cannabis card in the mail. Diane Ripatella, Marie, Joan, Randy. They gave Randy the Whipple procedure before they gave him cannabis. You know,
That's insane.
Yeah, the Whipple.
Do you know what it is?
Oof.
It's when they take everything
Everything.
out of your body. To what, I don't know exactly what the surgery is for, but I know they take. Yeah.
It's very expensive too. So they'd rather do that on Randy than give him give him cannabis.
That's. I'm sure that's a tough. That's,
I know patients that have had brain surgery for epilepsy. They'd rather do a brain surgery, the hemispherectomy, where they put a line, whatever. They'd rather do that than give cannabis. Because the one girl that I know had it done, as she was coming home from the hospital, she had a seizure. So it didn't fix the problem. And they said, okay, now you can have cannabis. After you've gone through brain surgery, now you can have cannabis. Well, maybe you should try.
Your life.
Yeah, let's do the cannabis first, and then maybe the brain surgery.
It's like I feel like sometimes it's like a test on us, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're making money.
Because I mean, that's like what happened to me in a sort of a way. They were like, this doctor really hasn't really, So, I mean, I'm good, but.
Holly, Bill, Chad, Jeremy, that's Joanne's husband, Troy, Russ, Roger, Jay, Ella, Patty, Jake, Armando, tailbone cancer. That's what he died from, tailbone cancer. What the? I never even heard of tailbone cancer. I looked it up though. It is a thing that happens usually from spreading from other things. Other parts of your body will spread there, but.
Did he become paralyzed, or was it just not even? Did it affect any of his,
Yeah, it affected his walking and everything.
Because that's the tailbone one.
Yeah, it's bad. I had never even known about that. This is Lynn. Sean. This is Joyce. Rory. Brian. Thorne. Terry. Charlotte. Cher. Jay Bird. Michael, Marley, and Jeff. So have a better New Year, everybody.
Be safe.
Yeah, hey guys, thanks for coming over.
No,
Appreciate it, man.
Thanks for having us.
Anytime. Appreciate it anytime.
All right. You know how we end these. Any last words from the... Can I post a non-affiliate link? Help? Yeah, sure, John. No problem. Full frontal lobotomy first. Yep. We heard it. That's shocking. And this guy right here, Jeff, they tried to take his cannabis away. Every time he went into the hospital, they tried taking his cannabis away. Almost every time. So, this is happening all over New Jersey to other patients, and we just need to have compassion for each other, and everything else will fall into place if we can have compassion and a little bit of grace for each other. And that'll transcend to other things in life. And I always looked at that little bud that Jeff had there in his hand. Like, man, shouldn't it be a bigger bud in that hand? I would have put a big, huge monster cola. But guess what? Patients in New Jersey, that's what we get right there. That's what you're going to get. That's it. There's your unlimited supply. There you go. A little nug. So you know how much that would cost? That's probably $20 worth. Probably $30 worth. That is, maybe more. I don't even know. And it probably has a seed in it. It could be moldy. Who knows? Because it's like.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's like, come on. We can do better than that. All right, well, see you next year. You love when I say that, right? Well, there it is. There. See you next year. Weed Man's having a big party. I'd like to go there tomorrow. Check that out. It should be interesting. I don't know. I want to go, but it's not up to me. So, we'll see. All right, everybody. You know how we end these. You can read along at home if you know this one. It's very true because this was written 100 years ago by a guy, and it's about war, but it's also about activism, if you really think about it. And how people are fighting for their lives out here, and especially in Jersey. All over, but in Jersey, it's been crazy. If you've been following these stories, it's been insane. All these people we've lost, especially this year. You all know. They went with songs to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall grow not old as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning we will